Check. All right. Y'all know
Nigga
what this
mode.
is, man. This is the ShakeOff
Oh, it's live.
Podcast. We are in episode 2.
Say it again.
Nigga mode.
Again, this is the ShakeOff
Oh, it's live.
Podcast.
Which episode?
Nigga mode.
Episode 2.
Oh, it's live. Nigga mode.
We are in episode 2.
2.
Yep.
Like the number after 1.
Yep.
2.
2. That's how you know this is. That's how you know this is a Baltimore podcast. Because we don't say 2. I don't know what a 2 is like.
I say 2 the way it's supposed to say. Like that's how you say it 2.
Yep.
That's how you
I'm
say
actually
it.
like hurt myself like trying to say it the way apparently it was supposed to.
I hate that shit.
We are in episode 2.
2.
Episode. Alright, I'm trying. Are you ready?
2.
Okay, so I say 2, but you're supposed to.
You gotta put the.
You gotta
gotta
accentuate
put
the W. It's like 2. 2.
Okay.
It's like you getting ready to
2?
spit. Like,
Yeah.
Alright,
2.
2.
I'm not from Baltimore, so I
Episode
say
2.
2.
Episode
2.
Like a regular.
That's how I
ass
just said
2.
it.
2.
2.
You didn't spit.
That shit don't sound no different than mine. 2.
You went through too many transformations, so you didn't say you not.
2.
One.
At this
Yeah,
point.
nah, you're right.
That's really vocal coach coaching. Like,
Yeah, fuck all that shit,
Y'all
man.
good?
We are in
What you
episode
mean?
2
We in
right now.
episode 2 of the
of the
ShakeOff
ShakeOff
Podcast, God.
Motherfucking right.
You heard him.
But yeah, like I said, this is DJ AyyMello, aka the People's Champ. I'm accompanied with Ducky Dynamo.
Hello.
I'm accompanied with my homie Undisputed Neal.
Yeah, what's going on?
And I'm with the homie BlkTrza.
Yo.
What's going on, guys? How y'all feeling?
I don't know how you doing.
Another day.
Bad.
I'm blessed.
Shout out to Neal for being here for his first show. Even though this is episode 2, but this is the first official show of all 4
Mm-hmm.
hosts that's going to be here.
We in here.
Let's go.
So yeah, we pretty much just kicking it off like that. It's been a couple weeks of events and stuff like that. So we could get the recap and all that, but you know, as you heard the song, you know, we kind of in nigga mode today.
We in nigga
Yes,
mode.
sir.
Oh, it's live?
We kind of in nigga mode today.
Shout out to Tromac.
Yeah,
Hey, yes.
shout out to the homie Tromac.
And how you say it? Shake. Huh?
Ooh, I'm on.
Shake. Is it Shake?
I want to say it's Shake Dash.
Dash.
Shake Dash.
I know what the letters say, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
saying.
sure
No
about
offense, but
the
yeah, shout out to homie.
emphasis
Shout out to homie.
on how
I'm sorry if we butchering your name up there.
Yeah.
I promise you.
all
Because it's
letters
also
used.
it's another track by him too that he got.
Several.
It's like the we gon' make but it's like a breakbeat joint. That shit is.
And if
hard
I'm not
too.
mistaken, he got like a few.
Yeah.
Like few producers to remix this song. So
Yeah,
that's
they
dope.
got like a whole. It's like a whole. I think it's a whole EP.
Yeah. I
like the
remember
different
seeing it
versions,
not too
yeah.
long ago, like a
I
couple
think
months
Dizzy
ago.
did one too.
I believe so. If anything, I just haven't heard him push it.
Yeah,
But I've heard the one that Tromac made
yeah.
because of the content. Like the content be funny as shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to him on that. So yeah, like I was saying, it's been a while since we had episode 1. Shout out to our first guest, Mariah Splash and DJ Beast. Shout out to S. Dot too. He was in the building as well. But we're gonna have to get him on the mic one of these days. But since then, you feel me? We was talking about the Club Queen Championship that was held by Be More Than That. Amazing turnout, just as far as you know, it being the first one. Shout out to all the competitors. Shout out to TSU Kayla for winning. I had a strong feeling for Baltimore taking it home, but Jersey definitely showed up. They definitely showed up. I can't really think of who everybody that competed. I know Fendi competed.
Were there who from Philly competed? There were a couple of them.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I don't know the you have like the roster.
I don't know if any girls from Philly per se, like they came from here. I think it was somebody.
Jersey was definitely part of it.
Yeah, it
Shout
was.
out to Jersey.
It kind of turned into a Baltimore versus Jersey thing for real.
Yeah.
But that was definitely good for the competitors.
But
Definitely awesome.
Also, was anybody from New York?
That's what I was gonna say too.
I feel like there was a
I
judge
think-
that
I
was
thought
from
there
New
was-
York.
Right. Okay. I'm terrible. I don't remember her name. I think it was.
I can't remember how to pronounce it. That's why I don't know.
Yeah.
This- I just got one question about the competition. Lena,
Yeah.
how did she? The video that I seen,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
I had a lot of questions
I
about
did.
that.
We should be cutting at this point. We should be cutting to the a couple clips from Lena in the battle for real, because she was rocking.
Yeah.
She was definitely rocking.
Yeah.
But
and I heard Kayla had a hard way too. Like I heard her bracket was crazy.
So she beat a couple girls.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but I surprisingly, you feel me? Lena showed up. If I had to say I had a big upset, it would be Nita,
Yes.
Like
Yes,
I also
yes.
heard, yeah.
I've
Oh,
never
that was
wild.
seen Nita or any. I can't really recall any woman ever competing and wearing heels.
She wore
Yeah.
heels.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have
She
not
pulled
seen the
out- she
clip
pulled
yet,
out
and I'm like, where
some
the I
boots.
need
I
need
like
to see that.
She
3 or
pulled out some
4.
motherfucking heels. You
She
feel
threw
me?
them
It
shits
was
on.
just like,
That's
yeah.
how she beat.
I heard
And
about it
everything. It was
at the yeah.
And I was like in the booth, and they, oh my god.
Yeah, everybody kept
That
saying
was
that at
That shit was
at
hard.
the inaugural thing, and I'm like, damn, I need to
One
see
of
that. I
the
need
first-
the clip.
So also something that was notable to me, and my highest spectator of this was there were, as often with competitions, of course, it comes down to the judges. And of course, not everybody is always happy with what the judges pick.
Mhm.
But a lot of situations, okay, what I understand, battles go as 1 and 2 win, okay. Sometimes we need a third, right? Go with third. The cause for thirds at this point, like at a point in time in the beginning, it was like, right, everyone seems like they need a third after a point, but then the points were being demanded. And it was like, what is that? And I feel like that was one of the first ones that people were like, hold on. Because the judges themselves have not, every single time it's split. It was like, okay, we can't keep doing this. Like, y'all have to pick something. And they're like, this is actually tough. Like,
Yeah.
we're not being weird. Like,
Yeah.
no, like, this is actually, we having a really hard time.
Yeah.
But that one we needed, it was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was done.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a consistent problem when it comes to? I wouldn't just say be more than dance. I would say, let's just say our battle culture as a whole.
Mhm.
Do you think that it's very difficult to choose a winner in our field,
In 2 rounds.
and
In just 2
specifically in
rounds?
2 rounds? Like, what are we?
I don't.
What are we looking for anymore?
Ooh.
Damn. See, now you kind of stumped me, right? Because I was going to end up sounding like an old head and shit.
Yeah.
Talk about how it used to be back in the day and shit. But
Yeah.
nah, if from my perspective, if I was somebody that was judging in today's shit, I would just really keep that shit some general shit. So I would pretty much just be looking for stage presence. I would be looking for technicality and moves. I would be looking for cleanliness. I would be looking for those wow moments, those moments that is like undeniable. You know how I get when a regular battle going 2 rounds, you feel me, is just some regular shit.
Yeah.
If you just gotta one up the next person. But you'll get those battles where you'll have those 2 dancers that's at a high caliber and they matching each other energy, you feel me? And it'll kind of get tough. But I feel like
I mean, from
now today, you feel me, is like you damn they gotta fly.
think about it. Like,
Heavy on the fly. I'm sorry.
to speak to your point though, I mean, consider again, spectator point of view, absolutely. That also again is what these judges, but even if not judging, like it is that creativity thing. I think that is kind of real important because like that's what wins a battle or what is memorable. Again, for example, the KOB that you won. What's everybody remember? It was my favorite thing. When you jumped over yo. Sure, you beat him, but you leapfrogged. Like that moment,
Yeah.
we all lost our shit. Like, period. That is the memorable moment from that thing. That's why, like that. To
Yeah.
us, like, again, our spectators just looking at you like, oh, yeah, he definitely won that. Fuck everything else is going on. I remember that.
And that's what I
It's
mean.
Like
It's-
that thing. What is like, again, like, what was it? Taylor on the table.
Mhm.
Again, no one else got on that damn table. So for her to do that and then like just keep carrying on, it was like, oh wow, ballsy in the moment. She definitely know her shit.
Boom.
Fire. Like that's automatically like a thing that I think sways that like you said, what are we looking for? Is that
Yeah.
again in presentation of a battle, like
that's definitely that wow factor that I was. A lot of people don't. They don't know how to get out of their comfort zone when it comes to that. And that was something I had to learn. You feel me? Being a 5-time loser
Nah, real shit.
Like it take a while. You feel me for that shit to happen. But some people naturally got it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's other politics and shit. But,
For sure.
I mean, it just in general. You feel me? Like, some straight up shit. Like you gotta bring that shit. You gotta bring the energy. You gotta bring the moves. You gotta bring the creativity. Like the creativity gotta be shown in the moves. It gotta you can talk about telling a story and shit, but at the same time, you gotta come with the energy. You as if you want to win. Like
I'm on.
I would hope that stay the same, but with the evolution of dance and shit.
I'm on some. I'm old school. I came up in a time where like you automatically just kind of had to be the better dancer, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that creativity wasn't a thing. You had to be creative, but you had to be creative within a realm and to the beat.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of people in our scene, they're creative. They'll pull some shit out, but it's like, did we forget about the music? Like, did we forget about the music? So then it looks a little unclean. Like it can go sloppy. That's why I'm like, so when I'm watching battles and I'm just kind of like, there's one dancer that just looks like a better dancer to me, but like they didn't have that wow factor.
Right.
And that's where my old school like mindset comes through. Like, because I'm like, you can bring out the gimmicks and you can bring out all the torch, the fire torch, and you can have cowboy suits on, but like, were you the better dancer that night?
Right.
Type shit. So that's kind of where I go about it.
Okay, I have a super serious seductive question about that. But Trey, what do you have to say to what was
About like what is it like overall battle?
Yeah, like what are you
culture? So this is I was just trying to kind of gauge from over here. So I think that there's a separation with our culture and with what I see events like the comp that just passed transforming into, which is more so like structured. I think that just speaking to the rounds point, I think that 2 rounds for that platform is like, it makes it more of a performance than like battle. And I go back to our days of like battle culture where even if you take it to a club, whether you think about it or not, it's always 3 rounds because the weaker dancer or the caller, the person that's calling out whoever, of course they get their intro to get their rocks off. Then whoever the person that's being challenged rebuttals. And then that last round is kind of like, all right, I warmed up a little bit, but all right, this is now we here. So like that first round is kind of like the intro. I think that gets cut off. And I think that we're spoiled by, well, I'm not a competitor, but I think that a lot of the competitors here are not spoiled, is not the word, but like we're used to that metric. So you see a lot of them, even based by stature, like, I know I'm going to get 3 rounds out of this. Like Devo and Q, we know we're getting 3 rounds out of this because both these motherfuckers know the beat. Both of them are hitting head. Now it's like stalemate. So it's like, all right, somebody got to tilt. Some battles don't warrant that. Right. You know what I mean? Like some battles just like, nah, like Neal said, like some battles like, okay, you were the better dancer, but this person did this thing and they did it really clean compared to not really holding it. And that comes back to, we can go back years later to when, with the debate of like people rushing sloppy footwork into kill moves and then winning battles off of kill moves. Yeah. I remember that. That was a whole, you know what I mean? Like that was a whole thing. So I when we come into things like the structure that I've seen in the Club Queen Championship, it's getting more to like performance based. So then you look at people who are battlers and like they understand that culture of, damn, now I'm gonna get 3 because it's this. Like I can imagine who they need to lose to.
I think she lost to Finn.
I don't know who that is, but
she from
Jersey.
Yeah.
So I guess even in that stance, or Nita and somebody from the past, like in a match thing, it's like, all right, I know who I am. I know I won this shit twice. I know, motherfuckers. I'm either gonna win this or they're gonna give me 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's already embedded. Because that's kind of what we used to. Like when we go to the docks, even whether you talk shit about it the week of or not, and I'm like, yeah, when I see you, like I'm calling you out. That first round is your that's the anticipation built and applied. Like I told you when we got here, that's what it was. You then get the rebuttal, and then that last round is like your answer. Like that's the real shit.
Sure.
So if you translate it now, it's kind of like people save themselves because now it's like, now I gotta go 3, but I'm holding this instead of just going all out. Like if it's 2 rounds, you gotta treat it as, you gotta eliminate that thought of I might get 3 because of who I am. Yeah. If I'm gonna do the move, I gotta do that shit now because it's now or never. And I think that with just the comfort of, the events that we hold, is kind of like people by certain statures are like, damn, I think for sure I'm gonna get it. And some are, but it's not, whether it's on purpose, it's like that shit just gonna happen. Like Devil and Q, I can go Devil and Q, Devil and Chase. That, like, you know what I'm saying? We think about battles where this shit not decided in 2 rounds unless somebody fuck up. Which out of those people, like, come on, let's be for real. Like they, you know what I mean?
You gotta really catch motherfuckers slipping.
Yeah, you feel me? So I think it comes down to that. Like, but moving forward, I can see it's gonna be an adjustment. I'm actually excited to see how this translates to the men, because if it's that strict 2 round, that means all that I ain't dancing to this, or I ain't this shit that, like, you gotta go and you gotta leave that out there, or you out of here, and then we gonna hear about it later. So yeah, that's my take.
Speaking of that, yeah, I think I gotta like make a public service announcement. Not even that.
But wait. Let me ask my
But
question.
wait, there's
because
more.
It's specifically about that. And therefore, I think, yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I wrote down. So, you allude to it, you allude to it. Both practices kind of like something that I remember winning. Yes,
Mhm.
all of us, we come from a generation. Anyway, this is how we went. We went in the dot, we went to it, so we start DJing. We would start DJing wherever the fuck club song we felt like playing at the time. And niggas would go to shake off to it. There was no go up to out and be like, "Hey, bro, change the song because I don't want to dance to this." There was no, "Oh, speed this up, slow this down." Mm-mm. Y'all danced to what was being played. Period. Right? And then, like, also, it wasn't a, it was, this is the time that was actually before these competitions. So, a period of time of idea of only battle was right. That's it. I'm going to talk until the next week.
Yep.
So again, that idea of these battles being a performance is different, because now you are taking the thing as what it is and definitely now shining it up on kind of like theatrical of it. And that is that part of that wow factor that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, my question is that it also kind of sounds like we don't like the fact that it's not like that. We're kind of like, oh man, I wish it was this way. But, it is what it is. Evolution, whatever. We'll figure it out. So, do we think that the introduction of the competition is what changed things? Like, we'll say stuff like, "Oh, they're spoiled," because yes, it's very much somehow acceptable for you to just walk up to the DJ and be like, "DJ, I don't have anything." Right. Excuse me. I'm DJ. Oh, okay. DJ, speed this shit up. What? All right. And now it is turned in which, the DJ, skater, dancer, is now giving the dancer a shitload of power. So it kind of quote unquote will make it easy for them to essentially look at it. And that is what is now, like, that's what it is. People were just now, again, learning that they get into that. That's what they know. That's what they see. That's what it is.
Right.
That definitely drives kind of like how it goes. So it's like, what are y'all thoughts? Again, that's not like, wait, this is the public service.
I really don't to dances in no bad. Um, simply because the music is not the focus of whatever y'all supposed to be having. It was never. So I'm
Ooh,
trying
I
to
got
be
a good one.
because
I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to be
throw me the
respectful.
alley
You
oop.
feel me? It's just
Yeah.
all right, but I gotta be honest and I gotta be real because I've lived on both sides.
I was gonna say state your stance
So
because you a dancer, you a DJ, so it's like wait.
so for one, I I, I don't come from an era where y'all complain about me. Yeah, I mean we'll do that after the fact, but it's not. I this is a whole new thing where motherfuckers will actually stop and will wait. You feel me? For you to switch the song. Um, Me personally, I find that is disrespect. Uh, and then it's a thing where it's kind of getting promoted the way as though that's the way to go. I, I'm gonna just say it from here on out. If I'm ever DJing a battle and that's the move that's being played, I'm packing up and I'm different. Um, if and it's not even to be petty to whoever the event it is or whatever the case may be, but it's it's already a thing. You feel me? Where the DJs are being booked to do this job. Um, our job is to play the music. Granted, I've heard a lot of the complaints. You feel me? I've lived through the complaints as well. Uh, at a certain point, it's like, yo, you can't go to certain places and do the same shit here. So then it becomes a thing where now you got us DJs taking that shit personal because it's like you want to do this shit within the scene because you kind of know people and shit like that. Or I don't know if it's really a thing where motherfuckers is trying to play people with sweet. It's dumb. You feel me? And it's very unnecessary. But as much as people have this stance or way as though they're gonna carry us as the DJs like that, I have a stance that I'm going to carry. As the dancer, I'm just going to dance to whatever it is. If I don't show up as the dancer that I'm supposed to be, that's just on me. Take it from me, if anything. I'm a loser before I became a king. So like I have no excuses to really ride on as far as any of my outcomes of battles, other than me just not really showing up how I should. It just be what it be. I don't know if it's an accountability thing. I don't know if it's really. I don't really. I don't. I don't know if it's people really just practicing a certain song and they just be expecting certain shit. Um, Other than the valid complaints that I've heard, as far as like us DJs bringing in certain songs and they be like hella early. You feel me? Like it be a hella long intro and shit like that, and it's fucking up the momentum. Cool, I'll take that. That's some homework for me to go ahead and keep. You feel me? I That's cool. And then it really be just like y'all delivery with y'all opinions on certain shit. Like like I said, shit be hella different.
I'm about to push back a little bit. Just a little bit.
This is why you on this show, cause you want to know.
I'm letting you rock, but I do need to push back
that will
a little
have
bit.
that.
I'll touch something after
that
you.
other shit.
After
But
you.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, it's just as much as I know that I have a job to do with that, and other DJs that have been in these predicaments where motherfuckers have gotten carried like this, there has to be some type of mutual thing. You feel me? We don't meet y'all with no disrespect until y'all either get on these pages or your page or just in person. You feel me? Just be carrying shit a certain way. That shit just wow. And then I'm supposed to, you know, like not not reciprocate this energy based on me having to be a professional at this venue, protecting whatever brand it is that I represent, and like it's just, but hopefully there can be some type of respectful dialogue amongst, I guess, DJs and the dancers, or just really
Respectable dialogue. Period. You feel them? Like
I don't really.
It's just a way to go about things. That's you know what I mean. Like everything don't gotta be straight jabs. Like we can have the uncomfortable conversation. Or we should be able to voice opinions and they differ or they clash and it not be end all be all. Like yo, I ain't really fuck with that. All right, cool. Respect. I ain't really fuck with this. Heard you. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe next time let's do this. Let's drop the tracks at the drop since it's a battle instead of saying in a rant, oh niggas his ass on the, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not.
That be the part.
That's, you know, it's the delivery. It's the delivery. And again, that comes back to some deeper shit, especially within our community, of just people being comfortable with talking to people a certain way because of history. That's a whole nother thing. What I wanted to touch as far as this is me addressing old days again to people I hope are listening, right? You know, want to know what Miss Jones taught me when I was in SOE?
Shout out to Miss Jones.
Miss Jones, yes. You know what we used to do? She used to host in practice we used to do not even just mock random battles, right? And you know what happens in these battles? You know who's in control of the music? Nobody. You put a mix on. When it's your turn to go, you go. That's it. If you run out of time waiting for the drop, that's it. And what that taught dancers of at least my era was how to fill time. I never learned how to like pop and shit, but you either building up or you filling it out until you get that drop. Again, coming back into current days, it really boils down to motherfuckers are spoiled because behind their stature. And it's realistic. It's not I ain't trying to hear nobody barking at me about truth shit. Like now, a person, let's say like Neal is a person that can request the track to be changed, whether he does it or not. And this is the differences in statures that I'm because I watched it happen. So let's say Neal battles. It's like I don't know his name, but it's like a dark skinned dude who's always at everything. He was at all of Ducky's dungeons. He was like at the Crown.
Chauncey?
I can't remember. No, Chauncey got the locks. He was just a dark skinned dude, but he
used Chauncey.
All right, cool. So so Neal versus Chauncey, right? Let's say Chauncey get like some Big John shit, hard drop, boom. They're not metered as the same dancers or whatever like that, but Neal gets a drop and it's whatever. Like it's not a hard drop, not something. It's hella time for him to build up, and he go like this. Like he has that stature because we gave him that stature. Again, this is not to be offensive. I don't really give a fuck how you take it. It's not to be meant to be offensive. It's the truth in it. Right? Neal, we've given Neal that stature as a community because Neal is who he is. Undisputed champ, right? He has that power based on his stature. Now, let's reverse it. Neal versus Chauncey. Neal gets the hard drop.
Right.
Fuck to drop up. He's already won by odds if you compare these two people's stature, right? But, let's apply. It's Chauncey's turn and he gets a bad drop and he doesn't really get a chance to even rebuttal. Mm-hmm. But it's done. So he like, damn, I can't get nothing. And based on his stature, it's like, what the fuck you talking about, man? All right, you done. You lost. You know what I'm saying? You understand my point? Is like whether we realize it or not. And I think that applies. Maybe I could be wrong. I think that applies. I don't think it applies in like World of Dance or no shit like that. I think you choose your shit at that either way.
Yeah,
but do you choose your music in Red Bull?
No. There's multiple alleys where you get to choose your music.
Okay.
It's just a way. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. I don't.
It's just a way of. It's just a particular way of Baltimore culture.
Yeah.
Is we are the greatest freestylers ever, and dancing wise, we're going to show you.
Yeah.
Like, and I understand that wholeheartedly because just like everyone else, I was raised on that. I was raised on go in, and you become the instrument to the DJ.
Yeah.
That's
and it comes right to my next point, right? So when it comes back to stature, right? Now, from Neal's perspective, Neal has built his stature to where he is. 15 years. You know what I'm saying? 15 plus years. How do we now implement an entire new, structure to season, veterans, seasoned people with stature, seasoned groundbreakers? How do we go from, okay, well, yeah, we know usually like this would go 3, but it's only going to go 2, so you might as well wild the fuck out. It's easier said than done because maybe there's no ill intent. This is just the new structure. This is how I want to do things now. It's cleaner. It's more performative. It looks cleaner to audiences. It looks cleaner to new spectators, again, because that's what we have to touch. It's not about us. We've been seeing this shit for almost 20 years. It's about pulling new people in. So all the little tiny things we see, we got to think about somebody who's seeing this for the first time. So you look at cons like that, like it does look clean. It does look organized because it's 1-2. Now us, who are used to cut off battle culture, 15 plus years, it's like, damn, you ain't even let them da-da-da. But it comes back to that clash of adjusting to times evolving. I think that's what it boils down to, is that. And I think that it's a slippery slope because you don't want to really, I wouldn't want to, disrespect anybody's stature that they built because they put the work in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same rate, what's the common ground between a person with stature and somebody just stepping into this? Because they're not going to get treated the same.
Right.
That's just the reality. Like this scene, I don't know if it's, go ahead.
It really can't have any type of those politics in play. Like,
yeah.
It just gotta be all.
You're saying so you just got to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I think there needs to be an understanding between the DJ and the dancer. And the understanding has to be, I want to look the best, and the other way has to be, I want to give you the opportunity to look the best. Like if you're the canvas, I'm the paint.
I can see that.
So like, if it has to match, I have to feel when I'm a dancer, I have to feel the energy that the DJ wants me to look the best out here. The classic Dancing Brandon versus Perp battle. Yeah. The first one.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that there was not an understanding that they wanted one person to look good right then and there. And you fast forward to Dancing Brandon versus Tay, they wanted 2 people to look good that time.
I can absolutely see
there
that.
Needs to be I can't ignore the fact that some dancers get good songs, and I know that that's subjective, but some dancers get good songs and other dancers don't. So therefore, like, if I know that good songs are subjective, but I think that the DJ has to be on the same page as the dancer. Like, and I sometimes think in our culture that sometimes doesn't align all the time. Not saying that it's the DJ's fault. I do understand that, like, one job of the DJ is not just to play the songs, but it's also to blend the songs. One thing about blending in Baltimore Club is that's very important. Blending tracks is very important in DJ Club. I mean, in Baltimore Club, because it can allow the dancer, specifically when battle, to when it's their time, they can still build off the momentum that the dancer that just went. So, like, if they have to then build up after the dancer just went, he's already -3 points, because now he has to find the build up. Now we can mask it as how I mask it when most of the times, because I'm in that position, because I've been on both sides of the gun where I've so I've been on both sides of the gun where I was the one that had to get build up, and then the person that I was battling was the perp. I was the dancer Brandon, and he was the perp. So I've been on that side of the gun where I'm just like, I don't think that he had a good opportunity to showcase who he really was based off the canvas that was provided for him. If he's the canvas, then he has to be the paintbrush. I don't think that he had that good opportunity. But me being on the other side, how I look at it is what Mello said is, I have to be a professional. I have to dance to anything.
Right.
I have to be able to dance to anything. I have to be able to captivate this crowd in the best way that I can. I can't help the fact that I don't really like the song. That's really not the main problem here. The main problem is me figuring out how to be a professional in this setting right now. So when you think about it like that, it's like I'm a dancer that's coming from -3 points trying to get up just based off the song.
Right.
Now, I'm not blaming the DJ at all, but when I go back to what's one of the most important things of Baltimore Club battling specifically is the blending. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I can't let there just be all the way of like, we going into these battles. Let's just go back to the caveman days of the docks. We're going in and whatever Big L is spinning, and we just decide to battle at that time.
Yeah,
we got to battle. That's just, but like, there's no judges in there.
Yeah,
there's no $5,000 on the line. That shit matters.
Yeah,
that's kind of that's really what I was asking about. Like that aspect, period, is what kind of made it that like, okay, well, things are different because again, when you were in the box, like, you weren't battling for any particular thing except proving that you was that shit.
Yeah,
that's all. You know that, or you was better than that was about it. And that you was skilled at what you was doing. It wasn't the case of I'm about to get this title, I'm about to get this rank, I'm about to get, you know, that kind of like commodification of it is like what put things in place to allow like start talking.
Yeah.
So everything you were saying, Neal, I definitely understand that. But yeah, I just take it back, I guess, to just the delivery of how motherfuckers try to express that, right? Yeah. It be like, yeah, it just be the overall delivery of, I guess, suggestions and shit like that. But I do have this question, right? There was a time where you had, like, I don't know if it was just me that did this at one point, but I got to asking questions like, yo, what songs y'all want to hit?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
nobody said anything.
Nobody really say much, you feel me? But you will hear what songs that we don't want to hear. Like, there was a run of songs that Dizzy and Tigger was playing for like, I guess 3 or 4 KOB straight. You feel me? Motherfuckers was not liking that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it started getting to the whole, yeah, these DJs ass and da da da, and that's where all that shit just become blurry. You feel me?
I also think I think it's easier to point fingers too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like to Neal's point of like, all right, I know it's my job to know how to dance to everything, right. But it's easier to point fingers. Like when the Ravens lose, it's easier to blame Falele or John Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of saying we play like shit, we beat teams we were supposed to beat for the last 5 weeks and lost to the team we were supposed to beat. So I think that's kind of what it comes down to. It's just like,
as a dancer, you have to take accountability. I'm not going to say that it's all the dancer's fault for not being able to dance to everything. Yeah. But at some point I love to take accountability. Like I said, like I like to be a professional. I'm a professional dancer. I've been doing that shit for as long, specifically in that setting. I've been in both of those, like I said, I've been on both sides of the gun. So, but at the same time, to Ducky's question, there is a key factor when it comes to DJing, dancer, and $5,000.
Yes,
like there's something there that just has to turn. Yeah, like, and I think that it's just a common understanding, and I am the DJ, and I want all the dancers to look the best that they can.
You know what? No, you don't. I just want. I don't know if this has already been tried, but you know what I think would be cool. I guess maybe to try it at least at like a session where people want to battle. Right, every dancer that's planning on putting their name on the battle list, submit 5 tracks. Right, not for them. What it does is the DJ will pull those tracks, and shuffle them. So you might get your 5, you might get one of your 5. There's a high chance you might between the 2 rounds, 3 rounds, or you might get somebody else. I think that make, because then it's like, okay, we know what the pool of music is. It makes the job easier for the DJ to be the painter. It makes it easy for the dancer to be the canvas, because like, okay, I know what the mix is. The DJ don't even have to think. He know what he's got the pool. You know what I'm saying? And I think that takes out the pointed fingers part, because it's like 9 times out of 10, 2 of them is going to like what one of them submitted. You get what I'm saying? So then it eliminates the oh, well, that, why the fuck is, that? And then but it does still fall on like the blending, of course, cool like that, but it eliminates a whole lot of that other finger point, because it's like, damn, this is the pool. This is the music y'all submitted. I'm asking y'all for music. If you don't send music, I don't want to hear your mouth. That's it. I think that we should at least in some space try that, but like, like maybe an alley or a battle or whatever, like, like a battle list type situation, and see how that works. Because then I think that eliminates poor delivery with opinions, which is a lot of the issues here. Is just like Mello said, the delivery in it, and it eliminates the finger pointing at like, okay, like, yeah, you contributed to this pool. If you didn't send no music, I shouldn't hear your mouth. Period. I think that should be tried. At least I think that eliminates a lot. Maybe not in enough time for the comp, but at some small scale should be tested. I think that will work pretty well.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if the complaint is really just us either playing music that they don't like, or if it's just how we blend the music, then all right, cool. That could easily just eliminate those 2. Yeah. So that's fine. But for the most part,
does that make DJ Mello, like, does that take some of the tension off for you as on the DJ end though? Like, all right, I got this pool of music. Like,
yeah, because I ain't gonna be the one that had to dance at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If they don't show up and dance to whatever songs that they collectively put together and put into that shit, then that's not on me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It would be on me if I was mixing poorly. I'll say that.
I got you.
But the scene, me personally, the scene, they know me. They know my work as far as how I mix and shit like that. I kind of don't understand how like people haven't gotten a little accustomed to it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if the small adjustments is needed to make this whole thing smoother, then I'm fine. I'm cool with that. And I'll do that.
My bad. And I agree with you when you say the word adjustment, because that's what we should be doing as battle dancers or competitive dancers in this thing. We should see who is on the sticks and we should adjust. Period. And like I said before, whoever said before, nobody can really do what we do, specifically freestyle the way we can freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a jambalaya of styles, so therefore like we can adjust. But at the same time, I don't really necessarily think that there's necessarily finger pointing. I think that you specifically, Mello, are the person that they go kind of hard on pause. But at the same time, like there needs to be accountability on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of where I'm at. We need to be like, I'm fucking up, you're fucking up. Let's I think Trey gave a good solution, a quick solution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I just think that there's miscommunication between DJ and dancer when it gets, and I think it didn't just start with you.
Mm-hmm.
This goes back to second KOB, first KOB.
Yeah.
Like this is just
because for a whole year, that Brandon and Perp battle was talk for the whole year, and then I remember when Perp, like, I think he stopped. Yeah,
bro, he had "Are You Ready?"
Yeah,
with no drop.
Yeah.
And then immediately when it was up on Brent, it was just like he got the drop, and that came back to Neal's point of like there was one dancer that they wanted to look good, and then there was one that they didn't care to, and then by the finale there were 2 dancers, and that comes back to like stature. You know what I mean? Like
It
it's
does.
like the stripes that you've earned on the outside apply to the big stage, but it's like how do we keep the ground calm? And I think also like when it comes down to like poor delivery and shit, it's like it should be business is business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be dancing and I'm not gonna feel away because Mello my homeboy and he gave me a bad drop. He should know because he my homeboy to play hard shit for me. Nah, business is business. It's a competition. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that has to be left there. Like personal needs to be left. This is a competition stage. I'm not your homie right now. I'm DJ AyyMello. You are dancer. You are dancing for this prize. I'm DJing for what I'm getting, what I'm making here. So I think that's another thing too, is just separating like the personal shit from when it's time for business. Like we here to do what we here to do. Like you gonna be my homie after, even it's like if you end up battling your homie, it's like, well, you've been in that situation, Mello, right? Yeah, it's like I love you afterwards, but right now we ain't cool. I think that should be respectfully applied, not on some fuck you, but like, yo, this business right now. This is what we both love to do. And we're going to do it to the fullest of intensity because this is what we love. I love you to death. You're my bro. But this business right now. And that should be the same thing between DJ and dancers. Like, yo, cool. And I think that I think that it is also healthy, after certain benchmark events that we've had to have those discussions because everybody's always going to have an opinion. But again, down to the delivery, I would love to have healthy conversation. Like, all right, what didn't we like about that? Somebody's always going to feel like somebody got cheated. Somebody's always going to feel like it should have went 3. Somebody's always going to feel like the DJ's choosing. But where's the space? Plug City Hall. Where's the space to come back and discuss these concerns in a healthy manner? You know what I'm saying? Like, and gauge a general consensus for Baltimore club culture. If we are to be the curators and protectors of Baltimore club culture, and I speak to us, y'all's contribution to the scene is 10 times more than mine, but we are still cultivators and protectors of the culture. We have to be the ones to create and uphold that space for the business, like the business discussions to be done. Mm-hmm. We got people like Neek that handle the literal business. They handle, the benchmark business, but when it comes down to holding space for opinions to be discussed safe, not safely, but respectfully, and you can get results. Because one thing about me, I wouldn't want to voice my opinion on like a Facebook post and I'm not getting no results. All I'm getting is motherfuckers barking back at me. And now we talking about shit that has nothing to do with what initially, my initial, or now you're trying to sway my opinion and I can't gauge your tone because we typing, we not talking. So now I'm like, well, what the fuck you mean? What you trying to say?
I wish everybody gave Ducky's town halls a chance, yo.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to everybody that has shown up so far, but like, yeah.
That's why, plug that.
There has been attempts, you feel me, to where as though motherfuckers are trying to have these conversations and be able to collectively put together some shit, you feel me? And it's like, I for some reason, I don't know. Like, I get life happens or whatever the case may be, but if we're gonna try to make some changes or whatever the case may be, like, we need to have these conversations. We need to show up when these spaces are being presented and stuff like that. And we gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, you feel me? It seems like you'll get the most people attention when it's something so small.
Yeah. Or negative.
Yeah. But I'm just keep it on something small, like as far not even small, I'm gonna say more narrow.
Yeah.
Versus the bigger picture that you have some of us that's within the scene that we see and we are experiencing. So it's like us having just these competitions of our own, you feel me, and having these type of outcomes and then having these different types of criticism about certain things. We should be able to have these conversations and make these changes and make that shit bigger than anything that we've ever seen in any other place.
Respectfully.
Like we have that power. You feel me? Like just as much as the entity that's throwing any event, like us as the consumers, us as being the talent that is supplying this thing, like we do have a voice. You feel me? So I just encourage everybody, to use it better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say use it more because I mean, we talk like maybe the way that we talk it is just like a reason why it doesn't really get across how it should. But overall, we just gotta learn how to talk better with each other to be able to make whatever changes that's needed. You feel me? That's pretty much it on that. Anybody else got something to follow up with that?
There are spaces held. That's all I'm gonna say. There are spaces held. There is also a thing that I run into. Let me set my little. A thing that I run into also is that I'm in so many different diverse spaces, and I love and hate when I'm in these diverse spaces, and it's something like the Dollar Store. Shout out Dollar, and S Dot is on, and it's Nico, and Nico is playing fucking club music, and people are replying to my story like, "Where the fuck are you at?" I'm like, "I'm on Charles Street. I'm at Club Charles. Is it Club Charles? What is it? 11 something? 1722. Yeah, like I'm there." And they're like, "Damn!" Or S Dot is on, and he's playing fucking like I'm talking about bangers. Like he playing battle shit, and there's nobody in there. You know what they all or Tromac or Dollar. You know what I'm saying? And it's like every time I talk to them, and I'm gonna drop this as often as I can. I dropped it probably on the last one. Every time I talk to them, any one of them who has a platform who will play club music at will in New York, overseas, Florida. I think Tromac plays something in Miami or is doing Miami something. You know, they are. That's what you're hearing from them. You see that name, you might, you're gonna get some breakbeat, you're gonna get some girl tunes, you're gonna get some ass shaking stuff for the women or whatever like that. But like you're gonna hear that. They're gonna say that, and the thing that they say to me that's so common is like, "Damn, I wish I could get more dancers here." Cause me, like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. We used to be the party goers.
Yeah.
So, we'll travel.
I was
y'all
traveling.
Y'all came from Harford County.
Yeah, real shit.
Sure.
You feel me? You was from out Woodlawn.
Yeah.
I was what? At one point, I was
Out right. Yeah, we was out right. Yeah.
I was fucking what? Lockhurn and shit. So yeah, like Ducky coming from all the way out Randallstown.
Yeah,
shit.
real
Like,
shit. Like there are spaces.
Motherfuckers go in town over east.
Yes.
Over East County. Shit
Yeah.
like that. Like motherfuckers used to travel for that shit.
MapQuest direction.
Real shit. $350 for the day pass.
And that was with the lack of
It's like
information.
$5.
That,
Real
that,
shit.
That the way that the internet go now, like there wasn't an Instagram back
No.
then.
No, it was just
Facebook
a MySpace,
wasn't
or you
wasn't
got the actual
as
flyer
fast and
on
shit.
your car, or
You had the
set up in
flyer.
mall.
Callie used to
And
come to
downtown
Woodlawn
right?
and drop the flyers off. That used to make me feel like the man.
Like, motherfuckers was dead.
Yeah, used to come give you a stack of flyers. Yeah, like come on now. And I used
that
to.
text line. There was a line that you could text because there was only text messages, and it was the dots had one.
Oh yeah, yep.
Whatever. I
You
forgot
got
what
the
it was.
you got the
I
text.
forgot all about
Yep.
that
The number,
shit,
it was
yo.
like,
Y'all
text
forgot
back
about
by
the
then.
text.
Yo,
The text was the
The text, yeah.
That was broke nigga
That was the
shit,
golden.
yo.
You got the text.
I ain't saying
My
it. I ain't
version
saying
of
it as a
broke nigga
bad
shit was
thing.
that
I'm
I
saying
would
that
just
was
be
real
Yeah,
shit.
and it wasn't no
Yeah,
screenshot back then. So how do we used to share it? I think you used to forward it and then
Yeah, you used to
and delete
forward it.
the forward off of it,
Yeah.
so it looked like the original text.
I had a
I
fucking
think niggas
rumor.
saved the number as the fucking
Yeah. Really, like before you could just screenshot and send that shit, you had to do. But that's what I'm saying. We went through all these lengths to get to these different spaces. And I'm like, these,
Without complaining, and would still pay a cover.
real shit.
Times have changed,
I didn't pay to
guys.
get the
Motherfuckers is old and tired. I'm like, I mean, not old and tired, young and tired. I'm like, yo, y'all,
I
we was.
agree.
Yo,
I'm like, y'all young and tired. What
did
the
all
fuck?
that trekking and dancing.
Yeah,
and
like,
yo,
It was just
man.
one nights a week too at that, not just on a Friday, no Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes.
like bro.
Same.
Remember
Also-
breaks? Remember like spring break? You would party from like Wednesday to Sunday.
Just wanna stop.
President's weekend,
Yeah, sure.
Thursday to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Sure,
runs
like-
of parties all week, bro.
Oh, yo.
Shorts and what is it? Plaid shorts and polos, cargo shorts and
Yo, it was
And
yeah,
leggings.
V-necks and
It
shit.
was
yeah.
yo, yeah, it was V-necks and white tees.
Yeah.
tees,
Or rosaries.
I hated y'all in the Rose.
Motherfucking,
Oh my God.
Fuck it, yo.
Shout out to 2007 fashion.
Real shit.
yo.
Big
man.
win.
With the cardigans and the beanie on.
Man.
Cardigan
And
with
them
the
fuzzy
beanie.
hats. Why
Matter
y'all had
of
them
fact-
fuzzy ass hats?
Oh, I had
Y'all
one.
Hot as shit, and then y'all got this fur line,
For yeah.
extended flat ass beanie.
I definitely
shit,
had
y'all,
that
and
shit
the
on with a
wine.
fucking vest. I had a dress vest on and a t-shirt like Neo.
Yo.
I was big on the cardigans, bro.
And
I
cardigans.
was big
We
on
gonna
the
get them
cardigans.
pictures because I know you got that shit still.
I gotta,
plug
yeah.
that shit in this shit too.
Yeah. I gotta go through. I just found my Flickr and shit with all my old
Yo.
Trey Smooth shit with the fucking stickers on the pictures.
Oh shit.
I know I got some shit on there. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like coming down to current, like there are safer spaces held, currently as well. It's also about just stepping. Sometimes you need a refresh your palate.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to these events and people are like, "Damn, bro, where you at?" And I'm like, "I'm at Motor House. I'm at even down to like Morphin Grid. Like they like, when the fuck? Where you at? DC? I'm like, nah, I'm on fucking.
So this be
West
the
North
thing,
Avenue.
right? A lot of people that's like used to the club, that's in the club scene.
Yeah,
I guess like now, well, I'm gonna say it's kind of changing because you got like Angel and like all of them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they're starting to branch out and go to these different venues and listen to these different DJs, and they know they playing clubs, so they go
Yeah.
on. They'll shake. You feel me? It's just not enough of them as of right now.
yeah.
Sure, it would help if you got some of us as being the vets and shit that's still, willing to go shake a leg here and there or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, like I got my moments when I do this shit too. We be choosing on who throwing the event.
Yeah.
I get it because if we spending money to get into these venues and shit, we want to get our money's worth, especially if we know the DJ that's playing and shit. You feel me? But we do got to start giving them these newer DJs that's embracing our sound, and I'm really just speaking on the ShakeOff shit. Like we got to start embracing them more at their venues and at these events and shit
because they want
They
y'all.
playing
They
our
want
shit.
to embrace y'all. Like literally, like I'm not no bullshit.
In today's world right now, it's easy content.
Yeah.
Like you know how easy it would be for us to all have gone viral back in the day. If for one, like the video shit was like a mean push, and it was like they had the way the algorithms bumping how they got them now.
Yeah.
In just those live settings, like everybody set their phone up any little with a good scenery and shit like that, and that's cool. But just imagine getting live footage from a jumping ass party. You feel me?
Or the harbor,
Really
like when we had the harbor jumping.
That's how we used to really be judged on how good we danced. You feel me? And not saying that this gotta be a competitive thing, but this is what kind of fueled us to be better. You feel me? Like if we was getting all the random people to be like cheering for us and shit like that, like we know we locked in. Granted, we secretly or out loud, some of us won't really acknowledge this, but yeah, we do kind of seek validation from our peers.
I think in any field, that's healthy.
I know my generation kind of do. You feel? I ain't gonna say kind of. I know is some people in my generation that do, and they will probably say that. You feel me? Because of who we watched come up with this shit. You feel me? And it's like,
when's the last time you ever heard a club dancer say to another club dancer, "Ah, fuck you up"? When's the last time that happened? When's the last time you heard another club dancer say, like, you know what? I actually like the way this other person dances. We don't big each other up no more, and we don't want to fry each other no more. We've lost our grittiness, and we just want to be in front of a camera and go viral. With the talent that we have, it's no longer like genuine. Like how I came up, of course, Heartbreakers was like the tippity top of because they like 4 years older than us.
mm-hmm.
So like we was the little niggas. I used to just every day I'd be like, bro, come on, fry them niggas, bro. and I just use that as motivation.
Right.
Who do like the younger generation be like, you know what? I want to fry them niggas, bro. They on top of the map.
Maybe the competitive.
Our competitive edge definitely is gone, bro.
Yeah,
it's gone. So now, how battles is now is the person across from the other person never even thought about battling this person before.
Yeah, I get what
You know what I mean? Like they got
Or-
set up in that battle.
No, you want to know what I think kind of played a role in it? Sessioning. Like,
Session in that.
and not saying that it was a bad thing. It was just, I think at one point we was seeing too much of everybody at the same place on a consistent basis. Now we can have this argument, I guess, with the weekly parties that we was going to back in the day, but
Not the
not
same.
really.
It was not the same.
You feel me? Because at one point, once like the alley or motherfuckers just throwing random sessions at houses and shit like that, like it started becoming a consistent thing. Also, I think it was the not even the integration of the integration of groups. I'm gonna say more so multi groups mingling all the time and dancing under each other. You feel me? Like it's just far as just chilling. You know how like prime example when I had the sunroom.
Yeah.
You know how like
Oh my
hella
God.
people came through. You feel me? Or how
That was a session.
Monty House shit. You feel me? Like
That was
how
different.
granted G's was there, but then at the same time it was just
That was
like-
more of a family environment
yeah.
for sure.
But at the H's too. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
at times, but until it's just H's shit. Like that
Right.
shit was shut down. You feel me? Like no randoms was coming through. Like you ain't even had to dance, but if you wasn't locked in with them, if you wasn't H's or whatever group, you feel me? Like motherfuckers wasn't like always there. While it was a good bonding thing, I feel like it kind of took away the competitive edge because you kind of knew what to expect. Motherfuckers was like, granted, like you can get the challenge and sparring with motherfuckers, but then at the same time, it was like, it like you said, nobody really wanted that to be that top dog. You feel me?
Yeah.
Until top dogs get talked about, and then people feel left out in certain
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah.
But it'd be like,
I came from
No.
Chaotic was a very aggressive group.
yeah,
Like when we were very competitive within each other. So when Chase came in the room, I already know what he's thinking because we're both thinking the same thing. Nigga, I'm the best dancer in this room right now, and I'm about to show you
right.
multiple ways. Pause. But like, I kept that mentality when I go into sessions. When I
Yeah.
go into like every time I was on some like going into a room with other dancers, y'all gonna have to show me that y'all better than me. And
Yeah.
I put that vibe out there every single time I went. So like every time I went to a session or everything, it became that was the energy.
Yeah.
And like now I've been chilling. Like I haven't really been on that type of time. Of course, I'm getting old. I'm 33. So
Damn. It's like, nah, I had to.
Oh, yeah. Shut up.
that was perfect timing too.
As
was
the elder in
crazy.
the
He was
room,
like,
like,
"You
oh,
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
that's not the energy no more.
Yeah.
That used to be the energy.
Yeah.
Even in the docks, you get into the dock circle, you go to the speaker. Everybody wanted to be that best dancer that night.
Yeah,
Like nobody was. We was all competitive. It's not that energy is not there anymore.
Yeah. Back and real, just to piggyback that real quick, when I spoke about like the business thing, as soon as you mention Chase, the first thing I think about is you versus Chase hit the docks.
Yeah,
Now that's a perfect example of, yo, I love you to death, you my bro, I'm about to fuck you up.
yeah.
Because they was not friends during that battle.
No, it was
That
not.
and then but right after it's like, well, nah, the debate on the way home was still crazy to this
Yeah.
day. But in that's a perfect example of like, yo, I fuck with you, cool. But it's the same thing. It's what you said. It's like it's that grit of like, yo, this is what we love to do. I love, as a bro, I love you, but I love this shit more. So it's going to show.
I love being a better dancer more.
Yes.
I love
yes.
like push myself to the capability to where I'm the best dancer. It goes back to where I said what I'm looking for. Specifically, if I was a judge, I specifically want to see who's the better dancer.
Yeah.
You could pull that creative thing out, but if it's not clean, you're not the better dancer.
Yeah.
Like
You just did that thing.
Yeah, you just did a thing.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if
I
we're
do hate
there
that.
anymore. I don't know if we're there anymore. I don't know if we're looking at like who is the better dancer. who has the better dance style and who can put this shit together the cleanest.
Yeah.
Like I do know that we say that that's what we're looking for, but like I think going back to like the first topic, like when there's judging and I'm looking at Lena and I see her battle, I seen that battle, and like I'm looking at that battle, I'm just like, there's no way she lost this.
Mhm.
Like there's no way she lost this. Like she was clearly the better dancer.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen myself like kind of see that more often in our scene, and I do think that relatively needs to change.
Yeah.
So how come we can't just create different realms for these different things? What I mean by that is, so why can't it just be known that, okay, if you're, for example, let's pick the alley. If you come into the alley to come battle, you know that these are the conditions, and say they are the things that like, say we bitching that we remember from the old days. So if you come to the alley, you want some battle shit, this is what you going by.
Yeah.
What we talking about. You're not picking the music, you're not this, you're not antagonizing DJ. It is this, it is that. However, then we know that maybe in these competitions, it's this. You know, we know that it's rules, you know, like now.
Yeah.
So, because what I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day, events and moments that we're talking about, they're all successful in their individual circumstances.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it was very successful back in 2008 when we were in the dots doing what we talking about.
Right.
But at the same time, that's all we knew.
I want to
10
see.
years forward, in 2018, you have like in the era where we're in the alleys and you have all these sessions. And it's this, again, those niggas who came in then, they don't know nothing about the 10 years ago what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They only know this new thing. And so now this new thing is in this competition realm. That's what they know. That is the standard. And that's why, again, there is like a rift between the generations. Like, I don't know how we're getting that. Where some of us are like, strange. Okay, I don't know. And the rest of people are like, what the fuck you mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is what it's supposed to be. Why can't we just have all that shit? And
You
just know that, like, over here is that, over here is this.
Yeah.
You can do all that, but then it, like, kills that, again, that accountability, the lost expectation, and shit like this.
Didn't we? So not to cut, but all right. So I think maybe I don't know. I think remember that era of time. I can't remember what year. Right? Was it maybe Sisson Street or the Battlegrounds where like your record outside of that venue didn't fucking count?
No, it didn't
Right,
matter,
and then
yeah.
shit like that.
I
Like,
see.
yeah.
So that when you
Everybody
say
was
that, I
serious
think
about
about stuff like that. I think about like it don't matter who the fuck you are or whatever. In this space, in this like smaller league, that shit don't mean nothing.
Nothing at
You
all.
are 1-1. You are 0. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is boom, and there was like points. You know, like a
You're
point
not
system.
using your
It was.
dancer
I like that. I like also like, you know, these separate leagues tailored to like Ducky said, tailored to this style, and then like the benchmark events, and then the big stage. If you know you're not a big stage person, then you dominate these other leagues, these
Right.
benchmark events, these
Right.
in betweens, these alleys that go by these rules.
That's what I
And
mean,
then-
because like by what Neal was saying, like for example, you're like, no, I don't care. I just need you to be the better dancer. The theatrics don't matter. The creativity don't matter.
Yeah.
The swag in the crowd don't matter. How many friends you got don't matter. How many, you know, like followers and likes and shit. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Did you dance good or not, bro?
Yeah,
That is the thing, and
Yeah.
that can be the round for over there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
therefore, you know, if you are, you know, somebody who essentially your meter of how good you are is how many TikTok thingies you have.
Right.
Maybe you're not going to this particular event looking look at the battle because over here is this type of thing. That's just not your shit.
yeah,
So we're gonna go hang out over here.
And
That's fine. Like that's ultra cool when you battle over there.
yeah. And then it also offers you, like Neal made a point earlier. It offers you an opportunity to either adjust or conform. You know, comply with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
space or adjust. So like again, like if you know you're not a theatrics, you're not a big stage person, you dominate these smaller leagues, and then at some point you decide like, damn, do I want to evolve to that big stage? But you now have that choice. You're like, damn, all right, do I want to start working on some shit? And then to come back into like to make it make more sense, to build yourself to that big stage, I'm now implementing that into me dominating these smaller areas. So now I'm throwing some little theatrics in here. I'm throwing some little kills to prep myself for the adjustment to the big stage. But I do like that. I like that idea, and I like that format of just separate smaller little leagues, benchmark events in between, and then you got the big thing. Because for us, that's kind of what it was. It was like, but we didn't even have a lot of shit in between until like Youngest in Charge I can think about. It was just KLB once a year. Everything in between was like the docs on Fridays. If motherfuckers had dance beef, it was like we could see that unfold. But then you already knew like the 2 Fridays before King of Baltimore, none of the big heads was dancing. So that was the time for the little niggas to shine. So that created opportunities in itself of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I think that seasons. And I think now, I don't know, like I like that idea though of just having.
To be clear, theatrics is important.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was just go ahead.
Theatrics is important. Creativity is very important. Me, when I say who's the better dancer, is just me bringing all that stuff together.
Right.
Like and that's one thing.
And how?
And I'm
Intentionality.
curious to know, because I've been in the scene for a long time, and I haven't really had an opportunity to see the club dancer pick his own tracks. I want to see how that happens in battle culture, and switching it up and kind of taking the DJ away a little bit and focusing on them being the best with how they prepare.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think that I have a good chance to represent that. I don't know what is uncool about that, because every time I bring that up to a common Baltimore club dancer, they brush it off. Like, and I'm just like, why don't you want to pick your own songs?
I would personally say it would look like prelim. It would just be 2 rounds of prelim.
Of course it's timed.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's timed. 2, it's, I don't know, man. I just want to see how it looks. Even though prelims, I understand the prelims thing. Not to say that prelims is uncool or not, but like I want to see that in a battle scenario.
So this is how I can kind of see that formatted, right, to where as though it can fit. So if you pretty much are saying like you would want to see two competitors battling to their own music, right? So say hypothetically, if we go back to what Trey had suggested as far as like the dancers bringing like picking their tracks, right? So say like if we had them pick about 8 tracks, that would be for battles, 2 rounds apiece. You feel me? The 3rd round, let the DJ play whatever they play, right?
Right.
So out of all those 8 songs, you feel me, it's gonna be a toss up of whatever they pick,
Mm-hmm.
and they mix. You feel me? The DJ would mix them shits. You feel me? Because it'd be created as far as each dancer that's competing. What's going to be the excuse then
I want to know
if they
issue.
lose?
Right. I do, but I want to know the issue with picking your own song. Like, you just gave a scenario of like picking your own song where it looks as if it's a little drawn out, which I do understand. But what it is eliminating, it's eliminating something that I don't know if we've been complaining about, but it's something I've always complained about: cutting off.
Okay.
It eliminates. My bad. It eliminates cutting off. It eliminates I guess overall sloppiness. You're not feeding off the adrenaline of somebody else's round.
Mm-hmm.
You're stopping and you're going. There's elimination. Now we get to see each dancer to its full potential in a battle setting. Now I do think a con of that is when you take that away, you are eliminating some of the battle culture that comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do understand that, but I don't think that that's like difficult to overcome in a, like, we could, like, they could incorporate it where it's like more of a battle setting than not. You know what I mean? It's still 2 people going after another.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I did that in Vegas. Me and Spaz did that in Vegas. We got to pick our own songs,
right,
in Vegas, and it just felt cleaner. It just felt so clean. Like, I didn't have to worry about, like, it was actually one of the reasons why I lost, because I was so used to like feeding off another dancer, and that dancer like completely broke everything down for me, like from start to finish. I seen everything that he was doing, and like it's just something that I'm just not used to. You know what I mean? As a Baltimore Club dancer, and I start questioning the culture in general.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, why can't we do it like this? I feel like that can be like the small alley that we
Yeah.
talk about till when they get to the big stage where it's like the normal shit. But at least they know how to really pace themselves. It's really all about pacing yourself. How many battles have you seen where it's like this person probably would have won, but they was just too much, too fast, too soon, didn't wait for the beat at anything, just went, and they're just all they're doing is basing off the momentum of someone else.
Mhm.
They didn't really like stop and like really pay attention to what they're doing and what they are listening to.
Mm.
If that was the thing, then that would have probably been a better outcome. Again, I'm all for the dancer looking the best that they can. You know what I mean? Like giving the best ability that they can.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Like, you had anything to add?
I had a question, but then I forgot.
Sorry
And that's
about
why I
that.
was sitting there like, wait, what was I about to ask? Because, so again, I'm spectating a little bit. I know what it is about picking songs, and you kind of answered it, Neil, in what you were saying when you said that whole choose the song thing kind of peels away a little bit of the innate culture that we know,
Yeah,
and that to me was touched on when y'all were talking about again. It's the freestyling.
yeah,
And the point is, I'm a better dancer than you because how many times did Boys by MIA come on in the middle of the set and niggas continue dancing and battling and was frying?
yeah,
So it is one of those, I don't give a fuck what comes on, I'm about to try you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's one of those elements. So if you get to pick your song, like it's almost one of those, it's so easy for you because now it's rehearsed. It is not a freestyle. And I think part of that thing that we come from, again, at least for me, always just standing on the edge of the circle looking at everybody. It was that random factor. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what's exactly what's going to come on next. This is about to be, just what it is. So the spectacle of seeing somebody, outdance the next person, again, the music was never like the reason for that. It was like, we kept using that metaphor. It is simply the canvas
yeah,
upon which whatever was going on. So then, if you get to pick your canvas, of course you're gonna look so free. It takes away that. To me, again, even speaking from a DJ stance, if I'm sitting in front of a battle and I'm like, all right, I understand that. Let me play these songs. At a certain point in time, now, again, structure of DJ tasks and how we operate. If you tell me I am playing a specific song, this is now a showcase. I am now following a script, essentially. This isn't a Ducky set. This is Ducky following the task that she's been given and successfully executing, playing this song, then this song, then this song, as it was delivered to me. That's completely different than a battle. It is now a showcase.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, while you could be battling, again, that's where that the presentation of is now a performance, not just a thing.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I'm trying to gauge. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But
Well,
it's like,
you
that's
as a-
kind of what that I think that maybe what it is about it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can pick the songs. Like,
Well, as you as a spectator though, like, how will that affect you? I guess just watching it. What is that taking away from you watching it? Like on some like, would you rather see the
Great
the
question.
grittiness of it, or
Okay,
what do
so
you want to clean it
I'm
up?
gonna answer this in two different versions. So the first version is Ducky, as you know her, somebody who's been around watching it, so I'm well versed and understood the culture. I understand how it's quote unquote supposed to be, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm coming in to watch the battle and I know that, it does change the scope of what, again, I understand I'm looking at. As far as, again, are you dancing because Mello plays this song and that's just what is going to happen? Or are you dancing to your favorite track? So I
Right.
know it's Neil's favorite track, so I know Neil's about to do extra Neil shit.
Right.
And I understand the difference between those scenarios. Because again, I'm familiar with culture, I'm familiar with y'all, I understand. So I personally, again, from that stance, I'm not sure which preference I would have or if I would feel any type of way as long as I knew what the situation was.
Yeah.
Right? So let's pretend I'm a little sister. Or somebody who was not present and does not know this, how the culture is type thing at all. I don't know shit about this. I'm just coming to see this. Everything I just said doesn't mean anything at all. Like it is whatever. Like it doesn't mean anything. I just know I'm coming to see a battle.
Right.
So again, I don't know what it means that they got to pick their songs. I don't know what they mean. That it's now a showcase.
I see what you're saying.
Battle. So again, I guess it's
the person that's more intuitive with the scene versus the person that's not.
Right. I think so for perspective, it would be for me. It's the information. I know that no, they're not picking their song, or yes, they are picking it. That alone will set an expectation of what I'm supposed to be looking at. Then, based on, do I know again the history, or I'm just happy to be here watching it. So I think it's just one of those. That's why I'm like, maybe we can just define what the spaces are, and that's even about, like you were asking about the club queen competition. Like, what is the platform of which this is being judged? Yeah. We need to understand and collectively agree on that. Because if you don't understand, okay, well, it's getting judged by this, you won't get why it looks like this person danced better, but the other person still won.
Yeah.
When actually, no, wait, the point was to do that.
Right. Right.
It's like, I guess, to be clear and stick to the assignment type.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I understand. Those were solid points for sure. Because there's a such thing as, which it's hard for me to be on my daily, like in my daily travels, and tell people that I dance, because like if you don't understand like the culture, then it's hard to just be like, I just be out here shucking and jiving and moving and grooving. Oh, so you just be out here tap dancing? Like, it's hard for me to be like, bro, you didn't. And especially from people from Baltimore. I'm like, bro, you're from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why you don't know Baltimore Club and Baltimore Club dancing.
That's like me explaining to like my running friends, like that there's a complete, like there is an underground culture. Like when I post stuff and they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, this is, or even down to the podcast. I'm like, yeah, I've been around for like 15 years. Like these are all people that we've grown up through this scene. And they like, for real, like you guys are. I'm like, yeah, we ain't dancing for drug money, but like there was a structured.
Yeah, no, real shit though.
There was a structured, even before it got like, I was like, yeah, we used to travel together in these things. Like when people had houses, there was like, we was housing people. Like we were doing this together. We was doing this together. There was groups. There was group battles. There was group beef. There was the Super Bowl of our culture in KOB and QB, which some of them do know about. Like some people are familiar with that term. Like, oh, King of Baltimore. Oh yeah. Or they'll know like, they know people by like, oh yeah, I seen da-da-da, or people will send me videos because they know I dance now, like Terry and Jordan. I'm like, I literally have known them.
Yeah, that
like literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or
like Flash or like Shaggy. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, hey, I know.
Yo,
literally. I know. Yes, thank you for sharing.
It even get to a point where
that's going.
you got people. Yeah, you got people sending videos of other people thinking it's you and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. I just had that reason.
To speak to that though, I would always just, in my great evangelism of club music, when it comes to that and describing the dance culture, I would just remind people, I'm like, think of it as a sport. You got to understand. And that's the thing about exactly what we're talking about. Baltimore Club dance culture, to me, is, I don't know if it's unique or not, but one thing about it is that we took the art and, that whole we just dancing, da-da-da, and it became a sport, like actual, it is a sport. That is how it really functions. Like, there might as well be leagues and teams and seasons, just like football, just like hockey. It is the same thing. So when it's like, oh, I dance, and people like, it's like, no, wait, and I'll jump in and be like, no, consider like competitive dancing. Oh, okay,
right?
Like it's actual, like, no, there are like it's a thing. You train in off seasons and all of this. That's what usually, if people don't understand or know, gets to the click in the head like, oh, okay, so it's a whole thing. Yes, actually, it is a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not just saying I go to the bar and dance around. Yes, sure, absolutely. Right. But the main thing I'm saying when I talk about this is that and that's why they're getting that spectacle. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, there does have to be some sort of, I think, outline structure in it. Because again, if you go to take basketball for example, again, there's obviously underground and street league
Yeah.
things, and you know the various basketball courts in New York and all that, right? So you know if you're there, there's certain types of shit that just is what it is. You're not going to see that same shit at an NBA game.
No.
Right.
And we know that.
Right.
So this to me is like that's what I'm talking about. Like hearing y'all feedback on that, it's like, well, this is literally kind of the same type of thing.
Yeah.
You would know then to go over here to see this
Yes.
versus over there for that, and no one's gonna complain about, oh well, this is ass. Well, it's not ass. This is not what that's for.
Yes. Like the Drew League.
Exactly.
Drew League is like, all right, we it's not NBA standards. We hooping. So the matchups you want to see, you gonna see the lineups you want to see. You can see here. But when NBA, you know, LeBron is not in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that. Like that's very perfectly put, Dougie. Like you go here to see these things. You go here to see these things. And I think that the rewarding thing about these times today, is there's so many avenues to spread these spaces and where they are, and let people know how to, you know, contribute and be part of them. So I think that the evolution, again, like to Mello's point earlier, of like having all these outlets, especially social media and things like that, it should be helping even more to expand and preserve the culture. And I think that what, again, we have to do, everybody, accountability, is utilize our own individual platforms, as well as collectively put you know, our separator side of, oh, I ain't trying to do this without knowing what the immediate benefit is, and think about the big picture, which is this culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to make this point for as many episodes as we can, as many times as it comes up, but we got to stop waiting until we hear a rah-rah sample in a Drake song or Nicki Minaj doing. We got to stop waiting for that shit to want to have people, and I'm gonna make this point, people outside of the core to immediately think that Baltimore Club just is back out of nowhere, when it never left. To Jordan's video, it never left. It literally never left. If anything, we you know, like he said, like people just said fuck club and like be done. And I was like, yo, the people, the real lovers, us, we preserved it, and we still steadied in that point, tried to expand it, but motherfuckers shut themselves off because of them same 7 fucking songs every day, every morning on 92Q. They thought that was it. When we have catalogs. That people don't even know about the Tonio era, like the beat catching era.
2 generations, so just
2 generations. You feel me? Like
maybe 3 generations of dances. You feel me? That went through this whole, what, like a 10, I remember what, like 2 years ago it was 12 years. So what, we had 14 years now of us holding this shit down. As long as it's been around, what, like 30 plus years. Yeah, we got half of that shit still. And it took for like a few years ago for everybody to realize, like, oh shit, there's people still making club music.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
And that's what I try to empathize with, like understanding. My fault, Ducky. But I try to empathize with understanding, like outside looking in. I could understand if a song goes popular and all I remember is that, what, to hear it now, like, okay, damn, what the fuck are people? But then it triggers me as somebody who, again, is a cultivator or like a preserver, for people on the outside to be like, why do you wait until that to be, oh, they trying to steal our shit, they trying to do that? I'm like, nah, like, kind of no. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know, those samples have been used in more ways than you can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I understand the purpose. I get it, but at the same rate, it's like, yo, we've been like, there's a song I can't think of. I think it's by 2 of the people in this room, but it's like club music didn't go anywhere. It did. It got cold. And the coldness that caused it was not even like, it was just,
it wasn't our fault.
It wasn't our fault. Because we were trying, you know what I'm saying?
Closing the venues, the radio.
Yeah, like music, you get what I'm saying?
Passing, all that shit kind of play a role.
In my teachings of now, things happen here. Like Baltimore Club, like people always want to say that, like, oh, the scene, da da da. But I'm like, no, this is where, again, nerd history, current, whatever. When you look at everything that was going on, wasn't just We Lost Swift. That was the
Yeah.
meteor in itself, absolutely.
Mhm.
But even during that time, what was going on in the city, what happened, financially, economically, politically,
Yeah.
like, there is a lot of shit that was occurring around that time that led into what we see in 2010s when is now deemed that dark era.
Yeah.
And like things started collapsing.
Yeah.
Venues started going away. The radio was being, what the hell ever they call themselves doing. Parties, bottle culture moved into
Oh my
Baltimore.
God.
All kinds of stuff like that. Like, it was a big shift from a lot of different directions. None of us could have ever predicted, and most of us at the time weren't even aware of what was happening or that any of that would impact any of it. So it's real cool to look back and say whatever, but no, there was a lot going on. So
Yeah.
the fact that those of us who continue to still do that, it's like, no, absolutely, as we say, hence the purpose of the program, right? That needs to be shed light on and everybody. And everyone's sitting on so much from that entire time, and we are kind of just within the past couple of years, with the help of whatever hype and wave that we found ourselves in, able to get out of all of that foolishness that kind of put us in this position in the first place.
Yeah.
It is now a completely different city. Unfortunately, not all of it is for the best. Because again, we have lost 9,000 places to party every night.
Yes.
We have lost, the big amplification of the radio and all this. But look, we have new places to open.
Yes.
We have Club Day. We have the Tromax and the Dollars, and so, like, we have all these. It's different. It's just different across the board. We have us. Look with this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many things that all of us can now do to kind of supplement what we consider quote unquote love.
Yeah.
It's like, no, actually there is no. And yeah, like, we just have to keep harping on the fact that it wasn't really missing.
Yeah.
But there was a lot going on.
Use our resources and platforms collectively, bro.
Yeah.
Like this, it'll be like I think about if I had a proper platform for even like what I want to do behind like mental health advocacy. I think about how much I could tie in so many of my peers,
Exactly.
even in the club scene, to me if I had that platform to expand theirs.
Mhm.
I don't think that scope is also respected. I think that people are also just kind of out. I think that generally, I'm not speaking just about Baltimore Club dancers or what. I think generally, like this whole like the social media monetization thing has kind of ruined. It's ruined the barter system. It's ruined, it's ruined people just wanting to do collective work. It's ruined collaboration. It's ruined a whole lot because it's become a focus of me. I'm not going to do this, that. Oh, you posted a picture and I'm in the background. You ain't tagged me. I'm reaching out to you because now I think I'm a fucking celebrity because I'm getting $40 from fucking Facebook or TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my angry man rant with social media monetization. As aside from people with a substantial platform, and I want creators to really sit with something and think about like, damn, okay, regardless of what I've done to build my stature to have this platform, especially if it surrounds Baltimore Club, you did not do that on your own. That's something I'm gonna say in comp. You did not do that on your own. You've built your base as an individual, as a dancer, and I'm scoping it in and out as an individual. But at what point, when do you kind of, what do we talk about, like when people get famous and they don't look back the way you forgot where they came from? It's that on a smaller scope. It's like, damn, all right, cool. I have this skill. I bred this skill in this environment. I honed this skill in this environment. I expanded this skill on my own. Yes. But when it comes back to cultivation and protection of this culture that we claim to love so much, what are we going to do collectively? Think about what we can do collectively. Personal vices and vendettas aside, even if you make it as clear cut as business is business. You look at things like, damn, yo, you got these people over here. We got these people over here. I guarantee you, right? If, and this is my example, because I like to utilize an example to kind of make it. I'm not just going on to make it make sense for everybody. It's about understanding, right? So let's think about it like this. If S. Dot threw another syncopate, whatever the event that he was doing around like the Baltimore Club, Afro bass, this and that, right? Huh?
I think that was last night.
Oh shit! I also seen Ultra and Tejas, but that's yeah. But even that, like if S-Dot had an event, right, and or even if Dollar had another dollar store, right, I always think about like, yo, if enough dancers came to this one environment, right, the amount of dancers that we have alone, that I know I can guarantee you're gonna hear exactly what you want to hear, because the people in the room don't know. When I went to the last dollar store, not the last one, but the one before Halloween, I was like, yo, S-Dot is going fucking crazy. Like, he was playing shit that I was like, yo, if there were people here, these people that have a very basic understanding of Baltimore Club, if they saw like a circle breakout or even battles, that shit would have been crazy. And I think about that every time I'm at one. I call it like an outside event because it's like outside of the core, no offense, but and I'm just like, yo, if I could get, if you think about 10 dancers there, that expands to bring more. And in spaces like that, and then you think about the support, right? Exchange. We talk about collaboration. So now we have 10, 20 dancers in Dollar's event, right? We have Dollar's crowd with Ducky on the card, Nico on the card, Tromac on the card. We have people that come to see Ducky that don't know anything about Baltimore Club. People that come to see Tromac that don't really know about this expansive underground scene. And then you know what happens? We've built that bridge. And then you know what? It's like, damn, well, King of Baltimore is coming up. So now you have your core, you have Dollar support, you have Tromac support, and you have their crowds, which comes back into the business. Now we have new spectators, new money. What are they going to do? I used to say in business, like, one person equates to two people, because when you have a good experience, you go and tell one person, that person tells another person, and that web builds. You got to think about it as strict as that. Like, damn, what can we do collectively with all of our platforms to make this shit work? Because it's segmented, whether it's personal, whether it's, whether some shit went down where certain people don't want to work with certain people, which respectful. Boundaries are boundaries, space is space. When it comes down to like the culture and business being business, there's so much wasted opportunity for this shit to be expanded that it's just like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And it's frustrating watching it from all these different avenues. It's like, damn, this would be hard. If they could put that shit aside and just do this, that'd be crazy. If even down to like, damn, if we could have had the podcast set up live at the damn comp, that's two platforms. That's collaboration. You know what I'm saying? That's building a base. That's building, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta utilize the tools that we have. Cause I look at this equipment and shit like, damn, like this some professional shit. So imagine this setup. The comp is going on. We live broadcasting, live podcasting. Everybody has individual platforms. I now have an individual platform through running, through mental health advocacy. So I'm like, these people have questions. Every time I post club music, they like, damn, where you at? Like, what is this going on? The other day when I posted all the queens lined up, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, these are the past queens, the past 15 years, all in one room. They're like, damn, like a whole, like some movie type shit. I'm like, yes, exactly. Let me explain. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the frustrating thing. It's like, damn, there's so much potential, and we can talk about it till like hairs turn blue, but we just gotta do it. Like, we just gotta do it. Put that other bullshit aside, like, and just do it, or else we're gonna be the generation that's angry every time we hear fucking Mellow samples 20 years from now. Like, yo, what the fuck? That's Mellow shit, or that's fucking Ducky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop that cycle of shitting on the past generation, and we gotta learn to welcome the new. You know what I'm saying? Back to Neal's point earlier, adjust or move out the way.
And then you gotta add on to that.
I ran it a little bit.
I don't know.
My fault.
I don't know about adding, but I think my role is, I just put dancing, because I'm a dancer, on a very high pedestal. So like, I believe that like the common club dancer has the ability to be can battle or like compete with other styles of street dancing. Mm-hmm. I think I remember an example of that is back in the day we had this debate about if Markel could be Arsenal.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that conversation.
I was one of those, I guess I could say delusional ones, because like I put Baltimore Club dancing on a pedestal.
Yeah,
I do. Like I believe that
too.
Markel specifically, or like there's various amount of dancers that have the talent that to go to like that type of level dance wise. But I think with us, like I go around and I ask dancers who, and I'm talking about top dancers. I'm talking about the tip of the top, and I'm like, who do you believe other than you is a good Baltimore Club dancer? And they struggle to answer that question. And I think, and that me as a club dancer, that hurts because it's like we don't even like us. Like we don't even like who we are as a club dancing identity. So if we don't even like us, how are we gonna go out and get other styles or other street dancing to like us as well?
I don't think it's that we don't like each other as far as like admire each other's styles, right? I think what happens is that our admiration and us being fans of each other in certain cases have kind of been killed because of ego and competitiveness. So in certain conversations, with certain people, you won't get that from them because, unless like it depends on who. You feel me? Like you'll have some people that will kind of be, I would say, reluctant on giving that type of praise to.
Yeah.
But then also you just have people that's just scared to be like, I want to be like y'all. You feel me? Like I want to be like you or whoever. Like, I don't know if it's a pride thing or whatever the case may be, but it kind of died after our generation. Like we said earlier. You feel me? We watched these top dancers in these groups. You feel me? And like we in some cases we learned from them by just watching them.
All right. I don't mean to cut you off, but to rant, Trey's rant was to support specifically DJs, and like us supporting the DJs is going to ultimately bring us back together.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a question. What, other than the club setting and all of us being club dancers, what is the situation? Like, who is coming to that setting, and what, and for what, and like initially, like basically, like why are they coming there to see other dancers?
What, like
for the camaraderie?
You talking about like regular spectators, or you talking about like
basically what I'm saying?
Like us as club dancers,
us as the club dancers. Like so it takes us specifically to make an environment a club environment. That's not all the way true. Anything could be a club environment, but you're asking the dancers to be a part of this, because if we was to be a part of it, it'll go from what it is to something completely different. Like, and when I go around and I ask people, I'm like, yo, who even is your favorite club dancer? Like, and they are struggling to answer that question. I believe that we have to start there. That's where we have to start to get to where Trey wants to go.
Yeah.
It depends on who you asking, honestly. Like, all right, so like I would say if you had to give it an age range, like who, like what is that round, that ballpark number that you would say?
I'm really gunning for us. Like, I'm really gunning for our age range. I'm
like,
really
as far as like who's your favorite dance, like currently or just period?
No, I'm talking about as far as like when you ask these questions, like you be asking like people our age.
The dancers that we came up to, our class, maybe a little bit younger, polished dancers, been around for a while, should know damn well that they should at least like somebody other than themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when they, and I do agree that ego does play a part, but that is, like I said, I put the dancers, I put our dance style on a high pedestal. And I believe that with proper practice and proper like professionalism, we could take our style to the Vegases, to the Arizonas, to the Chicagos.
Yeah, I've been saying that shit for the longest.
And not even just on no Red Bull shit or no major dance style shit, but on those
as a respected as just a respected style. Period. Like all these other cities started styles, like these small styles that started into his turned into some big ass shit. Like,
I remember the debate of the Markel versus the Arsenal, and the one thing that was brought up was Markel have never even picked your own track before. Arsenal is well versed in like doing both, like being on a spot dancer, but also breaking you down with something that he prepared. So like, we also have to start there as well. We have to be more well versed. We have to like understand different ways to go about our style of dancing. I think that we have an identity crisis, and I think that like it starts with us telling us each other that what you're doing is a dance style that nobody can come out of their dance style and do what we can do, especially at the pace that we do it, and the high and like how we're thinking as the track is going, as fast as it's going.
It's very high intensity when you think about it compared to like slower, especially like hip hop and shit like that.
So like because of that, like we the Baltimore Club dancers specifically in Baltimore, we downplay that ability. So we're so, I would say, just like if I'm rattling off names, I would say the Devos, the JRs, the Cookies, the people that's like really been doing this like so at a high level, to McLovin at a high level, like so they can't even see anything lower than them being good. I think that's where we probably need to start. We need to all like see that each other is like good entities and dance, and kind of like go from there. Because I've been struggling with that for years. I've been struggling with the idea of like, what's the point of me going to a session or me doing a competition or me performing when like one, not even the people that I came up with don't even appreciate this style anymore. They've low key moved on to something else. They don't, the Baltimore Club style and just the Baltimore Club style may not even be enough for the Baltimore Club dancers' eyes anymore. So if it's not even enough for your eyes, how can I convince it to be enough for somebody else's eyes?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that like me personally, to get to where Trey was ranting about, me as the dancer on the outside, not on the inside looking in, I do think that we have to start from there. We got to start bigging each other up a little more. Actually, like making up a style and giving out that style to the younger generation for sure.
Yeah.
I do think that Be More Than Dance is doing a good job of that. Like with
especially with them kids.
The kids.
Every time I see that, I'm like, yo, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do think that that's a thing, but like, they ain't old enough to get in these clubs.
Yeah. And just real quick, like my thing is not like that it has to be a club setting. It's not even, it wasn't like presented like supporting the DJs. What I'm trying to make a point of in a Baltimore club scope, and that's the only example I can think of, but my point is exchanging the platforms to expand. So it doesn't have to be a club setting because there are town halls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? So like for those generation of people that think K-Swift died, that club died with K-Swift, there's a town hall for you to come and voice your very wrong opinion. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, because then you'll meet people who have been versed in this for the 15 years that you've been away. That can, put you on game. And then, when you leave that town hall, this is just speaking from a different type of environment. Down there, like, damn, all this time I was being this about this. Damn, girl, that there's still stuff going on. And it was this whole time we still could have been da-da-da and this and that. Like that, even from a very basic standpoint, people still knew that there was like some type of club, but not as detailed, not as deep as it really was. So there are different spaces for different environments. My main point is just for like people with platforms to exchange those platforms within the scene to expand.
facts.
It don't have to be like club, because I don't even be in clubs like that. I
Right.
go to clubs now depending on what DJ's on the card, and that's to see them play. It's not the, get lit or whatever. It's like, damn, I want to hear this set. This is who's on the card. I know what I'm going to hear. So I can understand, like, especially with us getting older or like a generation being younger, cool, that scene might not be it, but like there's a space for it is mainly not my point. Like,
Yeah.
and if there's not a direct space for it, we have the means with these platforms that I'm speaking about to create those spaces collectively or to collaborate on creating a space. So that's just like what I would, that's my main point. Like, it's just that.
I'm with you. I
Yeah.
understood. For sure.
Okay. Anything else on that? No? I feel like we made the point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yes, so we understand that there's definitely, a split, it seems like, mentality of acceptance, or just not even acceptance, of just the definition of the platform. And by platform, I mean any of these battle realms, any of these occasions where that could break out, just the expectation of how that shit about to go for everybody involved. And that's the point, for everybody involved. It is not just the dancer.
Yeah.
It's not just the DJ. It's not just homegirl on the side watching. It's all of it, and that goes to that. What I was thinking of then, it's like, all right, fine. So address these points. What's really it? I think the theme is. I think it's always what's the mission?
Right.
Because like Neal, you're speaking to, we could bring it to Vegas level. We could do this. We could do that. And I'm sitting here thinking like, yeah, that is what most of us who I think know about, again, the sport, the competition of what it is to be a Baltimore Club dancer or involved. But I also know this. There are some people who, again, show up for the sport. They want the title. They want the trophy. They want the belt. They want that.
Yeah.
There are also some people who was just in that bitch dancing just because they like dance.
Yeah.
That shit's fun.
Facts.
Dr. Brandon, who was like right-hand man back then, he didn't ever have the desire to enter in not a one of any of these competitions. He's like, well, I just want to dance.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to come to dance and shit on whoever, just because that was what he was into doing, and he loved that shit. It had nothing to do with that whole ranking, all that. So it's like, just using that as an example, I realized why what you're saying is valid and true, and I agree with it. There's a shitload of people who also may not give a fuck about ever seeing Baltimore Club dancing elevate to Vegas. Because what does Vegas mean to them? You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm just here to watch the dance. What I don't like, all of that becomes weird. So that's why it's like,
And that's a different scope because that's us wanting more for us.
yeah,
Outside looking in, they don't know how deep we love.
right. And then even then, that whole, just the notion of wanting more for us. A lot of people, I think, don't realize that there is a more.
Yeah.
Or that there even is the necessity for a more.
Yeah. Facts.
And that's why I kind of like, well, again, let's all establish the mission. What is your point by any of it? Again, like,
I just take it.
this shit. So we're like, no, we do want to see and foster its evolution and growth in all forms, because this is Baltimore Club, this is our culture, this is all that. So everything that comes with it needs to be growing and evolving and making a space for all of us to, continue to grow. So we are on we need to bring it to these international levels. We need to, get the respect of these platforms, because we know and we have seen that deficit.
Yeah.
That's us, though. I've learned something my mom told me a long time ago, and all this. It's like, remember, not everyone's dream is yours.
Yeah.
So you can go and do all of this massive work to put, all the cultivate all this, but at the end of the day, you never know if the person you're working with simply has that same dream. That does not mean anything by them. It just means that they are not on your shit. You're gonna have a hard time. And I think that is a lot of what has happened in this, especially in this round of this new virality. Because again, you will have people who are here and happy to tap in because it will boost their views. Period. But then you have people who are here who are happy to tap in because we've been doing this for 20 years. And this is our life. Completely different, but we'll both pay $10 to go to that party. So it's like, I think there's something like just remembering and just figuring out. Again, kind of it's like finding a tribe type thing. And just put the people together with people who are in that tribe and just let everything flourish from there.
And I while I do understand that, like, it's there's a lot of people that come in our scene specifically and just be like, love the camaraderie, just want to show that
Exactly.
I'm a pretty decent dancer, just like you. I'm speaking on me and Mello have done almost all the battle competitions in Baltimore. Like, I'm speaking to us. Like, I'm
Yeah.
speaking to
Yeah.
the people that's consistently putting themselves out there to put
That's
themselves
another big word too.
like
Consistency, right.
consistently, like they put themselves out there to be on the other side of someone else and dance to the same type of bass. You know what I mean? Like, there's a thing for that. You know what I mean? There's a space for us. Like, you know what I mean? And I believe that we are like-minded people and we all want that same goal, to be the best dancer that we could be. Most like, and not only that, but like, win the competitions. And of course there's an ego and a pride that's attached to that. Like, I've lost every single King of Baltimore, but that does not stop me from doing them. You know what I mean? Like,
Because you'll also have your top contenders. Like, when you didn't have, I guess, the strength in KOC, you made up for the bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's regardless of what I guess the level of whatever you're doing, people have their own elite.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
You know, just being an elite dancer, like, motherfuckers just made things happen. So it's like, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying.
yeah,
I feel like at this point though, we got to start creating those spaces too.
Right.
yeah, for sure.
We have the power. Like, we see it in all these different avenues and shit like that. So it's like, with us having the unique style, with us having the unique genre of music, and then being the mecca of
Mm-hmm.
this particular music that's starting to make this big global impact, it's definitely time for like the dancing to make its mark again, to fully be able to tell the story how we need to, especially with how it's moving. We are the evolution, like our generation are the start of the evolution to what we see now.
Yeah,
So like,
The way I put it is, we all have to remember, we are literally writing the rules right now.
mhm.
It is us. It is literally us. Like, us and anybody who cares to show up. There is no, no, there is a, of course, perspective kind of, we've been saying, this is how it's supposed to be. We have to do it this way. No, we don't actually. We can literally be like, from now on, this is what it is. That's that, and this is what we are telling people, and this is what they will record, and this is what they will understand, and this is what it is. You have no choice, and because of that, like, it's full freedom. Like, I know that sounds stern, and like, but it's like, no, this is actually true. All the shit we're talking about and all the issues, we can literally fix and do.
It's literally
Because
easier done than
the-
said.
Yeah, that
Literally.
shit, like, and just set the platform and be like, this is it. Like, period. So it is kind of just okay, so who's first, or not even who's first, just just all right, this is it. One, this is the product. These are the rules. This is what you take into account. This is what you've been judged on. This is what you can and can't do, and that is that. Ta-da! Boom. History is made.
yeah,
Like, we are literally writing that history right now. That our nieces and nephews, when they turn 18 and 21 and go outside, is gonna know what to do. We are in that realm, and that's part of the cool. That's the one upside of the, oh man, everything died after Swift. What are y'all doing now? It's the scorched earth thing. And I used to say that back then, like when I was watching it happen, doing my Ducky shit. I'd always be like, it's definitely scorched earth era now. That's what it feels like, in the sense where there is nothing outside. There is no thing. Because of that, the only thing left after that is fertile ground. You can only sow seeds in this fucked up earth. Like, it's burnt, it's weird soil.
Mhm.
That's it. You just do whatever you want at this point. And whatever grows becomes the new norm. That's literally where we are now. And I think we spent a little bit too much time spinning wheels on that. Oh no, we have nothing. And have not embraced the oh shit, we have nothing. Let's start building. Like, okay, I can build this house.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop. And that's kind of like where I think we super definitely are now, where it's like, oh no, there is no more, because we have the eyes on it. People are interested in learning about this. People want to tap in and know. So it's like, okay, we gotta think of something to tell them. It's this. It's what I want. So boom. Especially because we are seeing that it doesn't seem like anyone else is doing it like that. There's a whole lot that seems like sitting and waiting. No more. It is like it's now for any of us. It's alive, but it's on. So somebody has to do that, and we'll all support it, and then critique it or not, or show up or not, and make a music.
Mello, you got anything upcoming? Any mixtapes, club music?
I was about to say it's almost music break time, so hey,
Yeah,
very good.
I need some new club music from you.
Yeah, I actually did. I did just drop a song with Young Bull.
Yeah.
To us, we know him as Sabo. What is it called? It's called Like This. You can find this on SoundCloud. I haven't put it on Bandcamp yet or on major streaming platforms, but that's about to be on my upcoming EP called Serious. That's supposed to be dropping in December. I haven't really came up with an official date just yet, but it'll definitely be coming soon. I'm gonna say probably like within the third, maybe fourth week of December. I don't want to say Christmas because I'm pretty sure hella people about to be dropping in Christmas, so I don't really want to. I don't want to get caught up in that whole thing.
The holiday run for music drops is an interesting streak.
Yeah, unless it's a
Sometime.
Christmas song, you feel me? Then yeah, but for the most part,
Like the New Year's rush, New Year's Eve drops. Like, it's great, baby. Yeah.
But nah, like I got a couple features on there. I got and this is all original shit too. There's not like no remixes or anything. Shout out to Matic 808. I got a track with him. Like I
Fire.
said, I got a track with
Medic 808.
with what's his name? With Bo. I got a track with S Dot. I got a track with who else? I think that's all my features for real. But I think we looking at oh no, I already put that one out with Rip. Shout out to Rip too.
Brother
And if
Ripley.
you ain't bumping just some remixes, you might as well go ahead and do that now because that shit was fire. Oh, and my last feature, I got a feature with Raz, 1-800-Raz. Shout out to 1-800-Raz. That shit is gonna be fire. I kind of put out a preview of that song. It's called Carnage, but yeah, that's definitely about to be some shit.
Excited for the Matic, John, for sure.
Yo, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to put some vocals on this song in particular, but like, it's one of them songs like it's a Matic track. You feel me?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It's definitely a Matic song, so it's like I just don't want to leave it so empty. You feel me? But yeah.
Side note, as a Baltimore Club dancer, I used to really hate when I'm in a circle with somebody and I'm watching them dance and they come over to me and they start crazy legging and they put their hand on my shoulder like that. I used to hate that. Like, why you want to touch me? Like, get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Or they do one of these.
Oh,
Like, what's this? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, who do we blame? Who do we blame for that, yo? Because there was somebody that did that shit, and it was like in the docs or some shit like that. It was some viral video we used to watch on like MySpace or some shit.
Yeah,
I can't remember who, yo, but that shit was definitely one of the ones.
I hated that time.
it's funny as shit
But I
because
got a picture.
Cam got a clip of me doing that shit at the Crown. She always posts that shit random. Shout out Miss Cam. She always posts that shit as like a GIF, and I'm like, yo, please delete that shit
Yo,
because I'm I'm fucking lean back,
Yeah.
bang, and there's this hole in my jacket. I'm like,
Yo, I got a docs picture of me holding on somebody's shoulder, crazy legging and shit, yo. And I was like, and this how I know I was feeling it, right? Because like I had the mean mug on,
Yeah.
and shit. And that's when I
Yeah.
had front, so like, you can see the goals and shit. Yo, this shit was so funny. Yo,
It was a different time. I never
hella
liked that.
sweat.
Even in that time, I was just like, you don't need me to crazy leg at all. I promise you.
you don't need me
And I
at
ain't gonna
all.
lie to you. This was like at the point when like my crazy leg first got like legit. like I didn't have like it didn't look like no crazy shit. You feel me? Like it was like really like legit, but it wasn't banging hard enough to be doing that shit. Like I wasn't Brandon. I wasn't dancing Brandon coming on my shoe.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh,
That's who it was when he battled Perk.
He came out the shoes.
And he came out his shoe. That's exactly what the fuck
That shit
happened.
was like a pandemic in Baltimore. Like that shit hit everybody. Like
TSU Kayla hit that shit.
She hit the crazy leg with the shoes off.
Yeah.
Oh,
now I ain't going.
Brandon told her to do that. I know that for a fact.
I don't know. I don't know. But you feel me? It was a lot of people with her age. You feel me? But it was. I know that if I was judging that one, it'd have been a little iffy, only because she struggled out the second shoe.
Oh yeah, see,
she struggled out the
it's got to be as smooth as possible.
But because of that move being so iconic, that's the only reason why I'm being so critical about it. But nonetheless, you feel me? Shout out to TSU.
That's one of them.
She definitely
like if you know type.
Because after that shit, you feel me? I think the next round, that's when she jumped on the table and went off and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then she was hitting the major rat shit, so it was
just running through shit.
Yeah, that was good.
What's another move that's like iconic but like it's played out? That's one of them. I think that's the number one. This crazy leg out the shoes, the number one.
I feel like motherfuckers trying to hit wrestling moves.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm tired of that. The hand, what is that called? The RKO?
The stunner?
Yeah, the stunner.
Yeah, the stunner.
Only one time I seen that shit executed out. And
it was Pierce?
Yeah.
That was the cleanest one.
That was the cleanest one.
But that was the cleanest one. I think the second time I seen it
at the Why Not. You talking about
I think Kai
was it Kai? Yeah.
I forgot who he did it on, but I remember that shit. And I think it was like the backflip into that shit. So that shit was cool.
Yeah.
The first one was probably the cleanest one because it came from an unorthodox ass dancer and niggas did not expect it. Yo.
Yeah.
And he was just wild and shit. Damn, but see, that would be a thing, you feel me? Like it be battles like that, you feel me? Motherfucker, he won't be the known dancer or the cleanest dancer or whatever, but motherfuckers be coming with more energy, more creativity. Like the shit can sway, you feel me? But
I'm trying to still think of what I hate.
It's still top to top.
I think in our scene, if you go to the ground and you got a solid 3 seconds to get up.
Unless that shit is clean while you down there, and you get up clean. That's on beat.
Yes.
That's the main thing, yo. A lot of shit just don't. Yo, you know how many mistakes I done got away with just by being on beat?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be talking that smooth shit. No, nigga, I just learned how to catch my falls.
The beat is supposed to help you. You're supposed to be listening to what you're dancing to, and it's supposed to match the entire time. Like, so you could do anything, but if it's to that beat and it's clean, you're good. But I just hate when just falling over. I'm guilty of this too, bro. I'm guilty of it too. Like,
no, are you talking about
just falling over?
No, you had this move, yo. You got this move where it's that fucking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like I don't know if this was you. Like yo, fuck y'all ground moves, but I'm gonna do this anyway.
Yeah, it's really me just trying to pop up.
And this nigga, no, yo, it wasn't even a pop up, yo. It be the fucking. It was the shit, yo, where he just throw the elbow and shit, the little shit.
Oh yeah, the elbow drop.
Yo, shit.
I got that from Chase.
Yeah,
a lot of my ground moves I got from Chase for sure, bro. He was the ground god to me.
Nah, real
you
shit.
wasn't the nigga that hit the ground. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like yo, whenever he did it, it would be that sequence. You feel me? It would go into that. You feel me? Go into the D shit. Shit.
I do that a lot too. I ain't gonna lie.
No, a move. If I could really, I don't know if I can think of a double way, yo. I gotta start watching videos or just.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, you want to know what I hate? I hate them drunk ass arms, yo. When motherfuckers be doing them pickouts, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that's
either
fair.
They low or it be the dinosaur hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was another thing.
I
Like
hate that shit.
I don't know if that was a our generation thing. That was another thing Miss Jones taught me was like hands. She taught me like
so
about
important.
But
how like
person
how to keep your keep your hands.
But the
Yeah.
only person that was getting away with that shit for real was homicide. Like because but for some reason they would just be kicking out the widest.
Yeah.
And it would still be
and
hype.
hands just
So
boom,
it would
boom,
just going into that. But no, like I'm talking about like motherfuckers that be doing that shit.
Yeah.
Little kickouts and shit. And they hands be
A lot of people don't know how to put their hands, bro. That's a real
that was
thing.
like one of the first things. And I think that for me, like I said, I ain't no heavy hitter, but like even for me coming up, like a lot of what people gave me was like my hands. And I learned that from Miss Jones. That was just like, even if I don't have an expansive move set, it's like, damn, okay, he catch boom, boom, like flicking and stuff like that. Like, like you can't just be. And she used to say, what is it, noodle hand? She used to call it something. I can't remember. She was like, she would like yell it out. Like,
hands.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, she would yell it out, and it was just like, all right, tighten up.
I call phony crazy legs the oodles and noodles.
The oodles and noodles, yeah. That was another thing. Like, we learned like discipline through moves. Like it was almost like boot camp with having like a group leader. Like we're gonna do this. I say that too, without getting too far off. It's like she used to make us do like one move for a whole drop. Like don't drop out like crazy legs, clean, side kicks, clean. Like for the whole thing, like discipline the moves. That's why like a lot of my moves are just like clean and basic because that's my base. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
And the thing about having a clean base is you can literally just repeat those same moves. Yeah. But just go into them in different ways. Yeah. So it makes you look like you're doing something else.
Yeah. Because every time I try to like even in my own like practice, like just at home to see if I still, it's just like whenever I feel like I'm forcing myself to like implement something that I know is just not me, is like it just don't work. It's like fuck it. Yeah. Back.
Yeah.
But I think we are on to what? Are we on the Pass the Up? Are we going to do that this show?
Pass the Up.
Or are we going to just close out this show? Because
we've been going
almost 3 hours.
Both. 3 weeks. A 2-hour long conversation. Being old people crying about new people.
Yeah.
That's all.
I ain't even crying. We ain't crying about new people. I don't know. Not today.
Y'all check your AARP cards, I guess. But so let's do both, and I mean it this way. So Pass the Aux is a situation in which we will all pick a song and be like, "This is our new shit right now." Not new shit, but just what we like of the Baltimore Club music, right? But no, we don't really have the time for all four of us to do that. So I'm gonna do what I would have picked as my song. Wait, we open with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just stealing somebody else. I'm going to play your new song, the one you were talking about.
Okay.
Are you mad at that?
No.
Or do you want me to press skip?
Worldwide. What? No, not what I said. Brand new.
Damn, son. All them.
But I say we got tagged. We'll get all that.
Oh yeah, I want to be in control of the buttons.
Once we get some we get all the chords or whatnot, we'll be able to with this. But for real, I just clicked all this. But back to this, right? Again, like we said, like I said, this is my new single, Like This, featuring Young Goat Bro. And it'll be on all streaming platforms soon. But you can find it on SoundCloud. Enjoy.
Call me a nothing went from Cherry Hill, girl, I'm too freaky. Got a girl, can you come see me? Wait for you, give me them cheekies. You keep on fucking around. You keep on fucking around, come on and give me some. No lows get eyes by zips, no pains, we copping fifths. Take them, we out like blunts. They love me, ain't no pimp. Ski slick should call me Rick. I don't mind if you strip. Get my man's little blunt. It's gon' go like this. We gon' hit that shit like this. One leg up, me deep in it. Just like this, like this, like this. Just like this, like this, like this. I'm your choice when you had pick. Gave a sample, that's not it. Things I do is too legit. When I hit that shit like this, we roll back, these ain't no splits. Can't match me, just suck my dick. Hands on hips, do it like this. Face front up all on your bitch. Don't start geeking by the chick. Out your body, empty clips, no matter how they feel about it. I'ma hit that shit like this. Tell me how you feel about it, tell me I can have it. Not inside a residence, at least just let me grab it. Hoes, they got me hoeing, but that Henny got you dragging. What I'm about to tell you, serious, won't see me laughing. We gon' hit that shit like this, one leg up, me deep in it. Just like this, like this, like this. Just like this, like this, like this. I'm your choice when you had pick. Gave a sample, that's not it. Things I do is too legit. When I hit that shit like this, we roll back, these ain't no splits. Can't match me, just suck my dick. Hands on hips, do it like this. Face turned up all on your bitch. Don't start geeking by the chick. Out your body, empty clips, no matter how they feel about it. I'ma hit that shit like this. We gon' hit that shit like this. One leg up, knee deep in it. Just like this, like this, like this. Just like this, like this, like this. I'm your choice when you had pick. Gave a sample, that's not it. Things I do is too legit. When I hit that shit like this, we roll back, these ain't no splits. Can't match me, just suck my dick. Hands on hips, do it like this. Face turned up all on your bitch. Don't start geeking by the chick. Out your body, empty clip, no matter how they feel about it. I'ma hit that shit like this.
Okay. Like I said before, this is a new single like this. Everybody's exclusively on SoundCloud right now. All major platforms coming soon. Thank y'all for listening to our second episode of the ShakeOff Podcast. Big ups to everybody here, and give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to the official intro of Undisputed Neal being a part of the cast.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for having me. Hope
So this
great
is
to do this.
Yeah, we the original four. You told me to be doing this. If y'all have any suggestions on any guests that y'all would want to see, hit us up in the comments. Make sure that you are following us on Facebook at the ShakeOff Radio and Podcast. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at the same title, the ShakeOff Radio and Podcast. Make sure you're following us on Twitch at the ShakeOff Live. Make sure that you are tuning into the ShakeOff Live radio show each and every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. exclusively on Ground 3 Radio. Shout out for Ground 3 Media for hosting and facilitating our podcast. And make sure that you check them out as well. Studio time, they definitely have space for radio slots. They have space for
More shows.
Yeah, more shows.
Podcast. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, so just make sure that you tap in with Ground 3 Media and Ground 3 Radio as well. They got some amazing shows on throughout the week. So yeah, just make sure that you check them out. Make sure that you following us on Spotify as well. That's where you'll catch these episodes as far as the audio, and then now the videos on YouTube as well. You can follow us at the ShakeOff Podcast on Spotify. Yeah. That is pretty much it. Anybody got anything else y'all want to say? Y'all want to close out?
Not me. Not yet.
Any shout outs y'all want to do?
Shout out y'all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Holidays.
Protect your mental.
Yeah, we definitely ain't talking about Thanksgiving.
Nah, we didn't.
Nope. So
Yeah, them leftovers no more than 3 days.
Throw
bro.
them shits out.
No more than 3 days, bro.
yeah, that is like so by the time y'all are listening to this,
You shouldn't be eating no leftovers. Listen,
I know leftover Thanksgiving, that's for sure.
real shit.
Because you're probably gonna be cleaning up for Christmas. and New
Yeah.
Year coming soon, like within the next few days type thing. So yeah, once again, I guess
This
shout
is
out
me
to
from the
this year.
future.
Yeah, this is us from the future, from the past type thing.
Nah, real shit.
We just gonna pray about 2025 period. It was definitely it's been an experience these past 11 months. And 2026 is right here. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, with that momentum, happy holidays,
Mhm.
happy you made it. And let's get it for 2026.
Yeah.
It's about to be lit in this Baltimore shit. Like, that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. So much that's about to happen and occur. So
Facts.
yeah,
I do
it's
like
about
the-
to be a fun ride for real.
Right. I would like to give one shout out. Shout out to the entire Baltimore Club scene.
Period.
Me as Neal, I'm in hot water right now in the doghouse, but in the entire scene right now, I ain't gonna speak too much on it. I'm just gonna let God sort them out, and get put me right where I need to be within the club scene. Hopefully, I can come back and showcase my talents very soon.
Mhm.
So again, shout out to the entire Baltimore club scene. Love y'all.
Just do my advocacy job. Just to leave with a tidbit, right? All that we can do is the absolute best that we can with what we have. I can drop gems all day that my grandfather has dropped to me that I put into the work that I'm doing now to share with everybody, right? And while we can only do the best we can with what we have, we can only do that while allowing what is to be.
Yeah.
What that means, because you'll hear it from me, hopefully at the end of every show, is that not to conform, not to be complacent or comfortable, not to YOLO it, but what allowing what is to be means that things are going to go exactly how they're supposed to. What you put out, you get back. But intention is very important, right? So that's my tidbit.
Head at the ShakeOff Podcast. Again, this is DJ AyyMello with Ducky Dynamo, Undisputed Neal, and
go.
BlkTrza.
Yo.
And we're signing out.
Bye.